Hello, welcome to Talking Walls. We're here for the live stream for transfer deadline day. As you can see, we've got a full house tonight. We've got plenty, or hoping to have plenty of guests coming on throughout the evening as well. We're going to be live up until the deadline. Alongside me today, as you see, Matt Cooper. Matt, how are you keeping?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I'm hoping for one more at least. It doesn't look like that's happening at the minute, but I think that we're the curse. Ever since we started doing live streams on deadline day, we've not signed anyone. So perhaps it's us. But here's hoping. We're gonna have some fun along the way, though.
Yeah, we're just seeing. Finn had just said right before we kicked off, as I was clicking go live, Leander Dendonca's move to Aston Villa is confirmed. So we'll talk about that as well. We have got Finn here. Finn, you're the only one not donning a shirt, mate. What's going on?
Sorry, I've just put an emergency tie on.
That's I have got my new.
I thought this hoodie was a flex, and as I've just said to you, it's printed wonkily. So not much of a flex anymore. But no, yeah, it's my favourite day of the year. Well, favourite biannual day of the year. And as you say, we've never signed anyone yet, so this might be the best deadline day yet. But I'm all right, thank you, mate.
Yeah, fingers crossed. And we've got Jord Russell. Jord, will Wall sign a player before the deadline?
Probably not.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, probably not. I think I'd got used to the idea of Craig Dawson coming in. I was actually moderately excited about the prospect of it. And as soon as that's like been dashed away from us, I'm a little bit less optimistic now that we're going to get something done.
I know. Hopefully it's not a long night. Hopefully it's a night full of laughs, full of drama. But like we said, Leander Dendonca has now officially left Wolverhampton Wanderers, joined Aston Villa. Matt, Wolves simply need to get a replacement in, don't they? They can't have sanctioned this deal without someone coming in.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like another centre-half as well. I'm not convinced that Totti and especially Mosquera can provide cover. Imagine if one of those, Kilman and Collins, gets an injury. But yeah, we're back to square one in terms of midfielders. We've let Kundal go out. We've let Dendonca go out. And now we're back to three senior midfielders. We know that he's been playing a 4-3-3. It's like just having one goalkeeper. It just does not make sense. It does not make sense. So they've got to get Traore in. And you know what? I've got a sneaky feeling they will. But if not, it's negligible.
I'd like to see Traore, but I'd like it to be someone, that we haven't been expecting. I'd like to see a couple of rumours for the next few hours.
Yuri Tillemans. You heard it here first.
Yeah, imagine Yuri Tillemans. I mean, let's look at the comments, Joe. Someone's just laughing at you straight away back there.
What did they say?
Just put Matt Cooper with laughing faces. That's
it must be the face.
Wow. According to Tom Rouse, it's criminal to let Don
Rousey boy.
There you go. He's a dad now. Announced bib impression. The people are asking for it already.
Not yet, mate. I'm only 4 minutes
into it. We don't want to peak at 4 minutes past 8, do we?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Bib. I'm ready for Jason Guy.
Oh boy.
Who knows?
There's a few, wasn't it, mate? There's a few asking for the Bib impression.
You can't just go straight for the kill. You got to, flirt your way through the stream, haven't you?
Yeah, I know. Let's see if anyone. Yeah, I mean, there's so many people asking for the Bib impression early doors.
You can't just ask for it?
Boubacar Traore will be done tonight. Well, that's the man on everybody's lips at the moment.
Sorry,
we'll have to see. We'll have to see if he's the one that ends up coming in. Keep it locked into Talking Walls from us. Okay, all right, Shiv. Shiv obviously made his debut on the Talking Wall space last night as well. So, does this signal a move to a two-man midfield? I mean, if you're playing a three-man midfield with only three midfielders, it's a little bit of a worry, isn't it? So we'll have to wait and see. Gemma Mason waving there to you, George. Oh no, it's Finn's ting. Yes, Gemma.
Our first female viewer. You're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, she was definitely waving to George. I thought.
Yeah, I think so. Hi, Gemma. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I think he's talked to you there, George, as well. Background is on point there, son.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately in a hotel room in London, so this is it. Unfortunately, there you go. And I saw someone say it's my sex dungeon. It's not.
I did see that.
It's literally a Hilton hotel in the middle of London.
Yeah, what are those straps up there, George?
Yeah. I thought they were under the bed. I'll have to put them away in a bit.
Let's have a look at the Wolves transfers so far from this summer. Obviously, we'll get your thoughts in the comments as well. Matt, let's start in date order. The first one that became official was Hwang Hee-chan.
Oh God, why have you given me that one? I suppose you could have given it to George. I actually feel for him quite a bit, and I know I shouldn't, but I don't think I've seen a player get scapegoated as much as I have him in the last like 5 or 6 years. I don't necessarily think he's that bad of a footballer, but you can just tell he's low on confidence. Because when we first came in, all of us said, "Good looks a good player, him." And then after about 4 or 5 games, we found that's not the case. So I understand why they've done it if he's then going to go to Leeds or somewhere like that. I think if that's the case, then it's a good bit of business. But if not, then I don't really get it. And to trigger it halfway through last season as well just makes 0 sense.
Well, there we go. We've got a new member already. Norm Walls, welcome to. Do you reckon that calls for an early celebration or not yet?
Nah, not yet, mate. Not yet. We
Right.
can't be.
Norm Walls, thank you very much for joining Talking Walls as a member. I really do appreciate that. Talisca's been spotted at the Mount. Remember that? That went on for about 4 years. That did. We've got Dario Osorio. Somebody asked about earlier. That won't be happening obviously before the deadline. His club confirmed yesterday that no one would be leaving. It's a deal that Wolves might visit in January. Obviously, the season in South America will be over by then anyway. So they're in a little bit of a relegation battle at the moment. I think they were very cautious about letting him go. So he's fully committed at the moment. How is the Jason Denayer free agent deal already done? It's not already done, but again, that's one that I don't know. People have been comparing this to the Craig Dawson deal, but the thing with the differences are that with him being a free agent, Jason Denayer, he would want overall a much bigger package than what Dawson is probably wanting. So bigger wage, bigger agency fee, bigger signing on fee, and so on. So we'll have to see. But I did think the thing with Jason Denayer at Lyon, he would have played with a back three, so it always gave Bruno Lage that option if we needed to.
Yeah, thinking about it, would he have, let's just think about this now, would he have played in the same back three as Marcel? He probably would have, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So obviously proven quality there. But no, he will. He'll be, I think at this point, he'll be out for all he can get, Carney. Obviously, we've been talking earlier in the day whether he does have to be signed today or not. He could be signed whenever, but actually getting him registered, whether that needs to be today, so his agent can pretty much hold anyone to ransom if they're desperate now when it gets to this point. So I'm sure he'll be having some fun on what he's asking for. But yeah, it would have been a good one. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, but it would have been a good one, especially with that sort of players that you never expect to be homegrown, but are when they're not evidently English or whatever, but they've come through from a young age, like we're going to do with Fabio Silva. So would have been good, but looks like no centre backs it is. But I think we're going to see one deal, and it's going to be Traore, because they wouldn't have. Surely, I know we say this every deadline day, but they wouldn't have let Dendoncker go if they weren't confident. But I feel like every deadline day we ask for more and we end up with less. So we'll see.
Finn, you say there about Denayer's agent holding clubs to ransom, but surely it's the other way around. His client, his client's not going to have a club with the World Cup in 3 months.
I was told that Gestifute were involved in a deal for him as well, although it's not his direct agent. And I think Big George Mendes is working as a in-between man as well. Yeah.
I suppose, if all the registration rules are the same in every country, he could quite literally not kick a football until the World. Well, he probably won't get in the squad, would he? If he doesn't, so maybe it is. Maybe we can offer him a pittance. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Menacing Skull will be on till after the deadline, so we are on up
until
11 p.m. We've got a new member. British Aviator has become a member of the Talking Wolves. We will be working on some perks for these new members as well. If you want to get involved, you can join the channel. Obviously, just shows your appreciation. I really do appreciate that as well. That's a good question, Jord. Do you think Bruno will start Sasha or Jimenez on Saturday?
I think Bruno starts Jimenez, but I'll be starting Sasha all day long.
I think everybody else would start Sasha.
Yeah, I think I made my points pretty clear, probably on the space, on the fans react as well yesterday about Jimenez. I just think he's just not what he was. Let's just keep it like that. He's not what he was anymore. He's bereft of confidence and he's taken out the firing line. And he offers us nothing now as a centre forward for Wolves, and that's a real shame in comparison to what he was when we first signed him. I'd definitely be chucking Sasha in, and after we found out today, watching the Wolves video on YouTube, he's probably the nicest bloke you're ever going to meet as well. Like just saying hello, my name's Sasha to everyone, and you know what though, you want him to do well, don't you? And yeah, hopefully he does start, but I think Raul's going to start. Bruno will keep starting Raul for at least the next 3-4 games for
me. Tom Rouse wants to have a go up front as well, I think, by the looks of that. Do we think us not getting a centre back is unfair on Mosquera? I think obviously Mosquera would have been good to get him out on loan and get some game time, but yeah, obviously a move is going to break down, unfortunately. I think he'll still get plenty of game time in the 23s, but there's no guarantee that he was going to play in Ligue 1 as well. But it would have been a good level if he was guaranteed some game time over there as well. I don't know what you think about that, Matt, as well.
He's got to stay fit as well. His hamstrings are made out of Rivitas. We've seen that. Then you can't. This is what I'm saying. You're essentially, with his injury record in the last year or so, you're relying on 3 centre halves for the whole of the season, because Totti not as much, but he's a bit of an unknown quantity still. Gerson, we've only seen bits and bats of him. He maybe no cop at all. It's a big risk. Like I think Totti Gomez has all the attributes to be a good centre half, but I don't know. There's just something quite missing from his game, whether that's experience or not. So he's good. He's happy having him as cover, but if you've got to play like Collins and Totti for the rest of the season, say if Kilman gets injured, I'm not confident in that whatsoever. So I'd like another centre half, but we've been saying we've been saying that we need someone who can play on the right, on the left, or in centre half. Marcel, I'm gonna get him back. As Marcel said, fans were messaging me saying, Marcel, please stay. And there was 4 of them, and those 4 were here.
Jordan, I've just popped a comment on the screen. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, honestly, you're trying to get me like banned, aren't you? Or like before 9 o'clock. If you're dropping Raul, I'm telling you now, Hwang isn't the answer, unfortunately, at the minute. Like he's maybe the back end of last season it might have been worth exploring, but Hwang's shot to bits confidence wise. Same as Raul, same as Pedro Neto for me as well. I just think the confidence has seeped out of them, and we need to get them out of the team and give some other players a start on Saturday for me.
We had a good question earlier. Mate, the question, I appreciate all the comments, guys, as well. There you go. What's everyone had for tea or having for tea tonight? Best question so far. Matt?
This is a good question. I made a chicken in black bean sauce with some sticky rice, some sesame seeds, some spring onions. It was lovely. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Guy, man. He loves it. Finn, have you eaten yet?
Yeah, I have. I had tuna. I'm not normally a fish guy, but that's as far as I go.
Like a tuna steak.
Yeah. That's as far as I go with fish, but very nice. But I'm jealous of Matt's. That sounds gorgeous.
Thank you.
George, you had any hotel grub?
Oh, I had a Nando's.
Oh, man.
Nando's for one as well. How sad am I? Yeah. But yeah, nice little Nando's, half chicken, peri-peri chips, corn on the cob.
What spice chicken?
Medium.
Oh, it's a good choice. Yeah. I had a pepperoni pizza if anyone's asking. So.
You're hosting, bro. No one cares.
Who are our first choice wingers? Should we be pushing for a new deal for Adama? So I think Guedes and Neto are probably the obvious answers at the moment. I think Adama and Podence are very good options there. Do you think, Finn? Do you think there's an opportunity for possibly a newer deal for Adama, or do you think he's going to need the game time?
I don't think so. I'd love it, but realistically, he's going to go on a free, isn't he? I think you could probably get away with offering him less than like we offered at the peak of his powers, and he still rejected that. We'll see how it goes, but in my gut, it's saying he'll leave at the end of the season for nothing. and we'll regret that. Like that, we didn't sort of flog him in that purple patch. But then again, if we'd have sold him in that purple patch, I think everyone, including me, would have kicked off. So we couldn't really win. But I'd like to, as with first choice wingers, I would like to see Guedes in the 10 a bit more. Well, at all. I don't think we've seen it yet, but I think he seemed to have a lot of success there last season. And it's probably our most stacked position in it. So if you could maybe see a Kalazic or Raul, but then with Guedes in behind, I would like to see that because he looks like he's got a decent shot on him, but especially in the Bournemouth game, never really in the position to do it. So I'd like to see that, and then you can get another player on the pitch. But straight up, I'd like to see the 4-2-3-1 a bit more than we are at the moment. But as a first choice, Neto, you couldn't say has deserved a place. All of them, they've all got a shout, haven't they? There's 5 or 6 of them.
Someone said I need to change the walls, because ever since I've put this one up, we haven't been very good. So I'm not sure if my Wolves affects Bruno Lage and Wolves performances.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on it anyway, because if they're going to announce a play, it's probably going to be on the pitch, isn't it? So I'll keep an eye out, see if I see anything.
It's a bit light there still, to be fair. Money, they've got
the floodlights on, yeah. But they've just, and no word of a lie, they've just started playing High Silver Line over the Tannoy. So I don't know if it could be a signing or not, or perhaps they're testing something out for Saturday. But it's we shall see. But I may have seen Traoré in the Asda earlier. So who knows?
We should sell Hwang at Christian Pulisic on loan. Some good shouts here.
He's like the Phenom, right?
Scampi fries or bacon fries?
Bacon fries.
Bacon.
Tried neither, if I'm honest.
Oh, you have? You've tried bacon fries? Surely. When did I ask you? Do you know they're like pub snacks? You only really get them in the pub, but they're like
pork scratchings or.
Nah, they're not scratchings. They're not even crisps. They're different to crisps. How would you describe them?
Frazzles.
You're a pub, like frazzle, but deep fried and crunchier. Hoping to get a special guest on in a minute or so. For those of you who love TikTok and scroll through the FYP, you'll know exactly who it's going to be. Dave, am I all right to introduce him to the stream?
Bring him in, man.
Absolutely. I'm delighted to announce that TikTok sensation Luke Bennett is joining us on the Talking Wolf Deadline Day stream.
Yes, guys.
How you doing, mate? You okay?
I'm not too bad, you?
Yeah, not too bad. I saw that you had a good weekend at the festival. Talk us through that,
yeah,
mate.
it was hectic and crazy, but I enjoyed it.
I'm glad. And what have you made of Wolves' transfer window so far? The signing of Nunes, Guedes. Are you happy? Do you think they need more players?
It's frustrating at the minute because we have a small squad, so I would have liked us to add a few more this season. Because if we get injuries, it's going to affect us a lot. But I am happy with the signings we've made. We made some quality signings. But again, I'll say this with everyone who we sign: it's if they can prove it in the Prem. And obviously, so far this season, it's been a bit iffy, but we're only 5 games in. But I am happy with the signings we made, but there's still a couple of hours left, so who knows what could happen.
Well, hopefully, Luke, we get a couple of signings at least through the door by the end. What are your thoughts on Bruno Lage, the manager, Luke? Are you a fan? Do you think that the club should give him time? I know a lot of fans are getting on his back recently after the last few games.
I'll be honest with you, I do like Bruno a lot. I feel like obviously with Bruno we play a bit more attacking football than when we was under Nuno. And I feel like he's only had 1 season. You need to give him a bit longer. Like last season, he was dealing with a lot of Nuno players who Nuno signed. Now this season, he's bringing his players in now. So I feel like you need to give him time, let him develop with his players who he wants. And at least give him to the end of the season and see what happens. Because last season, he was using a lot of, like I said, Nuno's players. So now he's getting his players in. Obviously, we've got rid of Dendoncker today. Cody's gone. A lot of the players who Nuno brought in are slowly going now. So he's bringing his players in who he wants.
What are your thoughts on Dendoncker going today? Were you a fan of Dendoncker's? You happy to see him
go? I used to like Dendoncker, but recently I just feel like he's just too slow in that midfield now. Obviously, we play him at the back sometimes. I feel like he's just too slow, but it's a bit of a weird one in going to Villa. Out of all the clubs he's gone to Villa, but I wish him the best there. But yeah, not gutted that he's gone, really, to be honest.
No. Go on, Dave.
I was going to say, Luke, in other words, we're happy for Dendoncker to get out.
Yeah, right.
But here, Luke, as well. There you go. I reckon we could play a game on the current squad as well, where Luke can either, if I give you a player, Luke, you either say stay or get out. So give us your honest opinions on these Wolves players. Right. So, Joe say Sarr.
He can stay.
Just about. He can stay.
Just about, yeah.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Get it!
Get out!
He can go.
Get out!
There we go. Someone else throw some players out?
Toti
got many
Gomez.
left.
Toti Gomez, he can stay. I actually wrote him a lot. I think he's got a lot of potential.
Oh, fair. It's Finn.
Leo Bonatini.
Get it!
Oh my God.
He can
Get
just
out!
Luke, where did Get Out come from? Because it's what's made you extremely
Wolves player,
famous on
wasn't it?
TikTok.
It was a Wolves player the first
Cancer.
time.
go. It was
No.
someone asked me a question I think it was last April. What did you do if Kante's in your fridge? And I'm like, what do you want to do with that? And I just randomly went, Kante, what are you in my fridge? Stop doing that thing. Get out! And it just went from there, really.
Because Moreno, who plays for Villarreal, I don't know if you saw it after the Europa League final when they beat United. He was saying, "Man, you get out."
Yeah.
Did he contact you at all?
I haven't had Moreno contact me. I've had Harvey Elliott's contact me. I spoke with him a lot. When I was getting a lot of hate on TikTok for the first time last year, he DM'd me saying, "Love all your content, Luke. Everyone at Liverpool loves you. Keep going in that." But I've spoken to a few footballers. So a few weeks ago, I was filming with Mikel Antonio for West Ham.
No way.
Akin Fenwa, I was with as well. He was actually on. So he was at. It was an event at Toca Social at the O2. I don't know if you've heard of that place. Like a football place. So like Adidas, Puma, Nike, and New Balance were there. So like different teams. I was on New Balance team, and Akin Fenwa was on my team. And that was the first time I met him. And he's like, "Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke." And I did a video of Antonio telling him to get out of basically Toca Social, and he walked off. It's on my TikTok. You haven't seen it yet. But that was class. But that's what I mean. I've met some footballers, and a lot of these footballers I've seen my stuff, and it's crazy, to be honest.
It's absolutely huge, man. How many followers have you got on TikTok now?
So I am so close to 500,000. The last time I checked, I was 300 followers off 500,000. I'm on 499.7 the last time I checked.
Luke, what's your TikTok username? Everyone in here, go and follow Luke on TikTok. If you've got TikTok, go and follow him. What is it? We'll get you to. You never thought Talking Wolves would get you to 500,000. Did you?
Oh no, it's Luke Bennett 170.
So Luke Bennett 170. Everyone go and
I'll
everyone
get it on the screen as well.
Go on in, mate.
There we go. Everyone, that's it. Luke Bennett 170, 499.7.
Oh,
So if everyone in the stream followed, you'd hit it, Luke. So there you go.
They're just so close. It's crazy, to be honest.
You'll get there by the end of tonight, mate. How have you been a Wolves fan all your life? You're from Wolverhampton.
Yeah. So my dad and my granddad are from like Wolverhampton way, so obviously I followed all my dad, and it's weird because on my dad's side is Wolves, and on my mum's side is West Brom. So we have that clash there.
Yeah, well, that's exactly the same as me. My dad's all Wolves, so my mum's from West Brom. Before we let you go, Luke, I do have a request, and you may or may not want to do it, but what would you do if you saw Hwang Hee-chan sat in your front room eating black country chips? What would you do?
Hi, mate. Big fan of question, but that's if you want to. Obviously, I'm only joking, guys. We'll do it properly as well.
Let's do it, mate.
Here we go.
beautiful.
Hwang Hee-chan, what have you been doing? In black and chips, in my front room. What are you doing? Stop doing that thing. Get it. Get it. Get it. Do not come back.
Class.
Do not again.
Yes, Luke.
Get out!
Remember.
Get
Class.
Luke, it's been an absolute pleasure, my friend. I know you're extremely busy, so thanks for coming on. Hopefully you get to 500k tonight, mate, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you real soon. And it's Luke Bennett 170 on TikTok.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, Luke, thanks very much, mate. Take care.
No worries. See you later, guys. See you
Good
later.
dude, man. See you soon, man.
What a geezer!
That was
Legend.
class.
What a start to the stream, mate. What a start to the stream.
They say never meet your heroes, don't they?
I know. He's.
I'm following in. I haven't. I don't think we follow him on the Talking Walls TikTok, so we'll follow him now as well.
Yeah,
I'll follow
we
him
did
on
have. So, someone asked a question about what would you do if you saw Finn doing something quite suspect in your kitchen. That's what I started. That's what I started.
I thought you were going to ask.
No. I'm not putting that on screen.
We'll get him back on at 10 after the watershed.
Yeah, mate. He's. I've been in contact with him recently about trying to get him on. Our good friend EAB Skill sorted it out for us. So thanks, Ewan. One of Talking Wolves founders. It's he wasn't gonna come on, and I was like, oh no. And then he messaged me a couple of minutes ago saying, you know, I'm free. So big fan salute. But George, you are right. They say don't meet your heroes, and I've just virtually met one of mine, and I feel like we could end the stream now. George, how do you feel?
I just feel like, you know, we give the fans too much too soon. I mean, it's 8:26, and like, how are you going to top that? Who else is coming, Matt? Come on, who else?
We've got some other guests coming on, some familiar faces. None who top that. None who top that. But that's the first time I've ever really heard him talk about like football and Wolves in greater detail. Normally he's being asked what would you do if, like I said, saw N'Golo Kante in your fridge freezer. And you know, it's not the most insightful of TikToks, but it gets views. Perhaps that's what we should start doing.
Probably.
George, what would you do if you saw Stefan Meyer offer coming out of the wardrobe in your hotel?
I'd fucking run a mile.
Any news on transfers, Dave?
No, it's all quiet at the minute. I'm seeing people are wanting other YouTubers on, mate. They're all trying to compete with us on the deadline day hype. So don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. I feel sorry for Luke here because Paul Harris has said he's a right full. We used to have real men down the Wolves. Yeah, you're looking at 4 blokes here that aren't real men either. So actually, George way past the men's stage. He's old men stage.
Old man stage being
old man stage. Yeah.
What does it mean? You used to have real men down the Wolves?
Fuck knows.
Didn't you know that you two are like friends with Gilly now?
Yeah, heads down.
Dave, should we get the picture up?
What of us? Let me see.
Yeah. Should we tell the story?
You're probably watching. Yeah, you tell the story and I'll find the picture.
So when we were in Benidorm, as you all know, we went to Benidorm for pre-season. So we were stood outside the Rose and Crown. Is it, Dave?
Yeah, the classic
Rose and Crown, which was
we ran that
unofficial. Joint. Yeah, it was the unofficial, and officially 100% genuinely officially unofficial meeting place for the Costa Blanca Wolves or whatever it was. Big up to Neil as well, who's a DJ there. What a geezer. And we were waiting to be picked up for the game, and these big convertibles driving down a strip really, really slow, and it's getting closer and closer. I said to Dave, I went, I swear that's Gilly Shaw in the front of the car. And for those who aren't familiar with Gilly Shaw, was it
Gilly?
Gilly Shaw. Sorry, he's notorious for being one of the leaders of the Yam Yam Army and the Subway Army, which was Wolves' hooligan firm in the 80s. Not that stuff goes on anymore, but you know, some documentaries that Danny Dyer and whatnot. And it gets closer and closer and closer. And Dave was like, it's I, that ain't him. And as it comes closer, you do, to be fair. He pointed us out and said it's you two off the telly, which isn't quite true, but we knew what he meant. And he said how much he enjoyed watching Talking Wolves and asked us for a picture, which was pretty mental, really. And here he said picture. There we are. There's the boys with Gilly Shaw. There's Dave, and there's Gaffers, the owner of Gaffers Bar in the background in Tenerife. If anyone knows Gaffers Bar and have been to play at the Las Americas, then yeah. But it was nice meeting a few people out there who didn't necessarily think I was going to meet, but yeah.
There you go.
Can he play centre mid?
Possibly not. Let's see if there are any other question. Would you recall? I don't even know if we can recall Fabio Silva in January, to be honest, with the way the deal is structured. And I don't think Wolves would want to either if he's doing quite well over there. So, has Paul Harris ever kissed a girl? Real men who followed Wolves down to Division 4. Well, unfortunately, Paul, I wasn't old enough. Jordan might have been, but I wasn't.
What
Right,
are we meant to do?
You don't stand a chance. Gilly was never in the subway. He was too young. So how much do you know? I mean, if you search his name on YouTube, Paul, it's literally comes up.
Well, I wasn't daft enough to go down the mall, and you used to pick fights with other men, so I wouldn't know. I actually go to watch the football, so we can only go off of off academia from on
Spot
stuff
on,
like
Paul.
that. So.
Hey, Peter, don't take his side. Come on, you're a channel member. We got people on us already. Any transfer news? No. Just then Donker at the minute. I'm expecting a couple of loan deals maybe out as well. But let's wait and see. Let's talk about the transfer dealings though. We've seen a big window, Jord. You would say, ignoring the results, ignoring the performances on the pitch though, and probably ignoring today, it's been a good window for Wolves.
Yeah, on the whole, like I say, we've strengthened in areas we needed to strengthen in. I think, signing Collins, Guedes, Nunes, Sasha, it's, we've definitely improved the spine of that team. It's a little bit disappointing today that, you're going into the final day of the transfer window, and I still feel like we're going to be weaker today at the end of the transfer window than we were after the Bournemouth game yesterday, which is really odd and a bit alarming. But like you say, you can't really moan. The Fosun put their money in the back pocket, spent over 100 million quid, and we just need to start getting results on the pitch now. And that's the big alarming thing for us.
Definitely. It's a big signings as well. We've got again a couple of questions. Finn, this is one. Ever see Robert Plant at Molly? He's normally in the North Bank, isn't he?
Yeah, I see him less now. But 3-4 years ago, you see him every game. He was in WV1, which is a bit mad. And I remember when Thor Ragnarok came out, and I was like, Matt, that is your voice. I was starstruck. Mm-hmm. But no, yeah, less now. I think he's on tour, or whether he sits somewhere else, I don't know. But yeah, it's mad. It was a weird one.
We went early. Well, last season, I was talking about him really loudly. Wasn't I, Finn? Who stood literally right behind me. I was like, oh god. Matt, what's your opinion on the dressing room? Luke thinks they're falling out.
I don't think they're falling out, but I look at that team and I think I often think, look, it's probably 2 or 3 games away from the manager being sacked, so we'll just coast. So I don't think they're falling out. I know we had rumours about Jimenez and Johnny and Bruno all falling out. I think that's a load of nonsense, if I'm honest. But you want bite in the dressing room anyway. You don't want nicey. You want players questioning, why we're doing certain methods. You want players asking why they're not being played, why they've been brought off. So it's yeah, I'll get out.
Will Boubacar? Well, we're trying to find more information. But to be honest, the whole Boubacar Traoré dealings has been, it's been so quiet. Just even today, there hasn't been much news on it. It said that he wants to move to Wolves, but still that Mets haven't found an agreement with Wolves yet. So I don't know, how does it work with medicals and stuff? If he has to fly over from France, they can do it all over there, no, or not?
I'd have thought they'd be able to just do it over there and get it ratified.
With the Skype on, like Renato Sanchez.
I was going to say the Renato Sanchez one, was on a Zoom, so you'd be all right.
Let's try a quick look. There's loads of questions coming in. We're trying to, Raul Jimenez, we've spoken about. We've all sort of pretty much. I think we've all got the opinion that probably Khalid should probably start on Saturday as well. But like George said earlier, Bruno's decision is going to be completely different to what we say as well. Dazzling Dave is live. Why do people keep mentioning Dazzling Dave? If he's live, he's live. He's not going to come on our stream. So, yeah. Menacing School, sorry, I answered that question, mate. We'll be live until the deadline for you. Yeah. What a question this is. If you could only wear one Wolves shirt for the rest of your life, which one would you pick?
Ooh.
Matt Cooper, you're not a big football shirt fan.
No, that's because I'd usually take a 6-man tent to that toy. No, they just don't fit me very well. I'd probably say the blue Shawser away kit. I don't know what year it was. And it had like the orange strips down here. Remember that one? Yeah, blue away kit. Does anyone remember that?
Like blue, dark, like navy,
Yeah, dark, like light blue piping, wasn't it? almost.
I think was that Sigurdsson.
Sure,
I feel like
No,
Sigurdsson.
no. This is before. So you
Oh,
talking?
no, it was Birder. This blue one was.
He had
I
shorts
think it
on
was
the front.
yeah, I think it was the Hoddle season, the away kit in the Hoddle.
Yeah, he
season.
had
We're
Lecoq
talking like
Sporty.
04, 05 maybe.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
got
yeah, I
it
see.
here.
I've got it here. Let's get
Yeah.
it up on the screen.
One of the best kits I did, mate.
yeah.
Um,
I think I'd
we
go
good. This
Doritos.
technology's all right, isn't it? This technology's all right. We get to share these. There you go. That one, eh?
That one.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
I don't think I'd have said that's a training.
No, not that one.
No,
Not that one.
Are you on about the black and green one?
No, I had colourblind.
That's the only blue. What year are we talking in here?
I'm just having a look now, mate. 0708 away.
What's?
Oh, is it that one?
Oh, that one.
Oh, okay.
That's the one.
There he is.
There it
and
is.
Who are these?
Yeah.
Who's on there? Is that Mark Little?
Mark Little, yeah.
Yeah, Mark Little.
Stuart's brother.
That's nice. That one.
Yeah.
Big Andy Keogh there, looking swag. They don't make them like they used to. George, what are you saying? What's your favourite kit?
I think probably either Doritos home
Bash.
or
What year was that?
0304. I got it from Classic Football Shirts last season with Okoronkwo 25 on the back.
I saw that, mate. I saw that. How much was that? Like 65 quid?
Nah, it's more than that. Too much.
More
No,
than
no, I think it was 109 quid. I think.
Yeah.
Was
Long
that one?
sleeve. If anyone's got like a long sleeve on, like I will be
Yeah,
copying that off you there. I can believe what it is.
That one, or either I think I'm trying to think. You know when we had the Wolves head, the away one though. So you got the golden back, the white and green version of it, wasn't there? Was that like 95, 96 or 96, 97 season?
No, the turquoise one. Or not?
that was going to be
Yeah.
my shout.
Yeah, that was 97, I think.
Yeah.
It's 96,
They had it for
97.
2 years, didn't they?
Yeah,
This one.
yeah, that one
Or
for
the-
me.
No, I'm on about that one.
This one.
Yeah. That Robbie
Yeah.
Keane. Robbie Keane.
I was
days.
on about this one thing with you.
Yeah, that
Although the
one. I've
picture's
got that
very
one.
That's
bad
an old
quality.
one as well, to be fair.
So Matt, what year was that one then? 97, 98, that was Finn. I've got that one short
that
sleeve.
one's
I
up
didn't
there.
know they did a long
Alright.
sleeve version. It's unbelievable. Long
I've got the
sleeve.
long
Yeah.
sleeve white Doritos.
That's the one.
That one's hot.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. That's a Harry Mansell special, mate. He always wears that one. He loves that one.
Sure, did you have a shirt? Did you ever have a shirt with Derek Dugan on the back? Or?
Just about before my time, mate. To be honest with you. I've got Billy Wright, original Billy Wright.
He's got one of the St George's kits, so one of the first ones they made, isn't
St.
he?
Luke's
St
1877.
Luke's, that's it.
There's a page though, Dave, that has like all the kits. I forget if you search like Wolves kits, probably it'd help. But
Good start.
does it like has them all lined up? I forget what the website's called, but it shows you can like buy
Historical
them for
football
Classic
kits. I've
Football
got it.
Shirts.
Yeah.
That's the one. Just rack them up.
There we go. Zoom in.
There's St. Luke's.
Oh,
Of the
yeah.
boys.
Zoomed in on the wrong page. There you go. That one's hot there.
Looks like a
There
jockey.
we go.
Definitely hot.
Gold and blue. There we go. See, we never really had like in our lifetime. We never really had stripes, have we?
I don't think they'd do it with the Albion connection thing. I just don't think it'd happen.
They're all very plain. You could buy it. You could buy. These are obviously going to be remakes.
UK soccer shop. Surely not. That one was on FIFA, wasn't it? That store one.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I've
How
got
much
the
are those tops
shorts.
anyway, mate? Oh, it's boring.
You remember the concept kit that was on FIFA years ago? That the blue and
Yeah.
I've got the shorts from that somewhere.
The blue and like a blue
the
and red one.
Yeah. Good
That
news,
was meant
Dave.
to come out. That was on. It was for like a charity, wasn't it? That was. Oh, what is it? Wolves. What year would you have said that was? Like 2012.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't even know what you're talking about here. I don't think. I can't even think of picture.
I'll try and find it and then put it on the screen rather than people just looking at me searching.
Dave, I'm just going to upload to the drive the
Yeah, the thing.
the
Yeah,
thing, but you need power. You need PowerPoint. So have you got that?
not. Can I do it on Drive or not?
No, you need PowerPoint.
Probably not. I'll have a look in a minute.
Have
I
a
might have
look.
to download it. Someone asked if we were getting Luke Bennett on. He's already been on, so if you want to watch that, you can scroll past,
We've,
scroll back and have a look.
Yeah, we've actually got our next guest coming on in about a minute or two. So looking forward to getting the next guest on. So we'll wait until he joins the lobby. Dave, you see if you got PowerPoint on your system.
You keep everyone entertained. What's I do then? I'm pretty sure I'll have to download it. I don't think I've got it. So.
How long are you in London for, George?
Coming back tomorrow. So
Coming back.
I had a day in the office, meetings and stuff, which was nice to come down here. Yeah, looking forward to getting back. To be fair.
Yeah. Are you going to the game Saturday?
Not at the minute.
Oh, right, okay, mate.
Why not at the minute?
I haven't got a
Ticket?
ticket. No, because I've been down here for a couple of days of work and stuff, and I'll be honest with you, spending 40 plus quid on it at the minute when I can watch it on IPTV sounds more appealing, if I'm honest with you.
That's not good, mate. That's not
We've
good.
got an update from L'Equipe in France saying that Wolves had advanced today to recruit Alexander Giku from Strasbourg, who we linked earlier. But in the end, well, they would have only sold him for 6 million. But in the end, Wolves had their sights on Craig Dawson. So why didn't we go back in for this guy?
Well, they've probably already made the decision and let them know, haven't they? Like,
Yeah, it's not happening.
It's not happening. So I don't know. I'm just uploading that, Dave. It says less than a minute, and then we're ready to get the next guest in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's it. I mean, I obviously don't have a full understanding of how transfers work, especially on deadline day. Would you need to let Strasbourg? Do you say, Dave?
Yeah.
Would you need to let them know, like, look, by 3 o'clock we'll have a decision whether we're going to take your man or not?
No, it's probably the other way around, isn't it? It's probably the selling club will probably say you've got until X, because obviously they need to do the business as well, don't they? And if not, they'll just
Well, a man who might be able to help us debunk these transfer myths is Express and Star Wolves reporter, Mr. Liam Keane. Keane, how are you doing, mate?
Hi, gents, how are you?
Very well, mate. Very well. Any
Last time I
news?
saw two of you, it was on the strip in Benidorm having a few drinks. So it's nice to join you in different circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, I've got two questions for you. One more important than the other. One, what are your thoughts on Wolves' transfer business? Two, what did you think of Sticky Vicky in the Red Line?
Well, I mean, look, transfer deadline day is all about rumours, and that rumour is a load of nonsense. So exclusive transfer there. I forgot the first question now, so I was thinking about Sticky.
No, that's the most important. What are your overall thoughts on the window for Wolves?
Yeah, I was just recording the podcast with Nathan. And I think the best way that I could sum it up was it was probably in, if you're going to give it a grade, probably an A window, and it's probably taken a bit of the shine off, and it's probably a B plus. The kind of signs they brought in Collins, Guedes, Nunes. Sasha Kalajic, I've been told is how you pronounce it as well.
Yeah.
I think excellent signings. Kalajic we know a bit less about, but the other three I think are very, very astute signings. You then take a bit of the shine off when you're losing arguably a bit of depth, and particularly in centre back. So you're letting Bolly go, who albeit didn't want to be at the club, but then you've got two young lads who one of them's not played a single minute of Premier League football. So you're taking a risk, certainly. Midfield, they're still trying to get Traore as we speak. If that doesn't come off, it's the same situation there as it is with centre backs. So it takes a bit of the shine off, definitely. It leaves you, worried going into October, November before the break.
They're saying, sorry, Liam. They're saying apparently, according to Sky Sports, that we've had a loan fee accepted with an €11 million buy option for Traore.
Wow. I can't turn my phone around to show you, but my phone's just buzzed. And
confirmation of that also.
We got a bomb live.
I wish I was, making the timing. The timing of that is unbelievable.
Here we go.
Is this an exclusive?
You've got to shoot. You've got to shoot.
You get this in.
No. I'll get someone to help me. I'll stay with you guys. So I'll read it word for word, the message I've just got. Fee agreed for Boubacar Traore at Metz. Season-long loan with an €11 million option. Which is, I think, what you just said with Sky. I've said that as well. Yeah, exactly. The same
I'll put you as a source, Liam. Don't worry.
The timing of that is absolutely incredible. He'll be undergoing his medical shortly. So,
Who's the message from, Liam? Is it Dave?
the one thing I can't tell you is where the message comes from.
It's Dazzling Dave, isn't it? You know, it's Dazzling Dave's texture.
So that is okay. Well, that takes off part of the issue or the worry that I was just mentioning there, because if you didn't get that in, the centre back and midfield is really, got the same issue, because Conor Ronan is the only other midfielder who is staying with the club, and I'm really pleased that he is. But you can't rely on him. Unfortunately, he's not played Premier League football either. So good news. I will listen to while I quickly message someone. Bear with me.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's almost going back to what Wolves used to do, where it's that season-long loan with the option or obligation to buy. I don't think we've utilised that enough at all in the last few years, have we, lads? George, I mean, Jota one, Bolly as well.
Yeah,
we haven't done that.
It was like 12 million. I think that was a mandatory fee, wasn't it, as well? We paid for the next year. Yeah, I think it's one of those things, especially when you're flirting and playing around with FFP and wanting to get those deals in and make sure that you stay within all those financial restrictions, that you play the game a little bit. And look, I can't say or profess to know a lot about Traoré in terms of watching French football, but what you have seen of him is exactly what we're missing. Like we've all said, Nunes, Moutinho, Neves stands up against most in European football when it comes to central midfielders. However, it's plain and evident to see that there's just no dynamism in that three. Technically brilliant, but no legs. And I think this Kamara is going to give us legs, energy, and actually allow us to play that 4-3-3 with the traditional pivot.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. So, Liam,
Say Kamara, George, by the way. Sorry. That's why
just said, did I thought I said Traoré?
Come on.
No,
you know what I mean? Freudian slip. Sorry.
That's Villa. That's Keno's bag.
We'll have none of that, mate. Absolutely none of that.
There are vicious rumours that Liam is a Villa fan, but I can confirm he's a genuine Wolves fan.
And that started with some randomer on YouTube just making it up, and it's Judah picked up on it obviously and took the piss out on the podcast, and then since then it's stuck.
Have you seen much of Traoré, Liam? Do you know what type of? I know we've done videos on him and stuff, but what's your understanding? Is he someone that's going to come in and rival those two or three players to start, or is he going to be cover? Or
it's probably somewhere in between. He's going to have to rival because they've got no other options otherwise. Particularly if Bruno's going to stick with 4-3-3. For my money, I think 4-2-3-1, particularly last night when Podence came on, looked a lot better. But if he does stick with that, Traoré and Conor Ronan, as I say, are the only two other options. So he's certainly going to, he's played a decent amount of senior football. He's going to be a player who comes in that they've tracked for a long time. They like him. They've been talked for ages to sign him and finally got it done. So he's going to have to be a player that is going to challenge. But you'd imagine, certainly when he comes in to start, it's going to be a bench situation and work from there. He's got a lot of competition to get into the side as well, and albeit Nunes hasn't quite, it's not quite sticking yet. He's clearly a very good player, and I think, once that kind of competition, gets running, it'll it hopefully be a good signing.
Is there anything in the Nathan Redmond rumours? Will has asked.
Don't think so. No.
He looks like Nuno. That's about it. Nuno.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. I was told that even if Hwang was going to move, which of course it's gone a lot quieter since then, is that they weren't desperately going to bring a winger in anyway, which makes sense. I think they've got decent numbers in that department. I think Chem Campbell's going to be in and around it as well. So yeah, I think there won't be anything in that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people asking about Hwang. Have you heard anything more on that? I know that they look like they rejected a bid from Leeds, which most fans think is criminal. But do you think that was just so they could try and squeeze a bit more cash out of him?
Yeah, it was around 17, but the sort of pay structure, as the way it's been described, was not right. I mean, if I'm going to speculate, we're talking minimal upfront, several installments, probably similar to the Liverpool deal for Jota, really. So yeah, Wolves weren't going to go for that. They're not necessarily desperate to keep him. They would like to keep him, but if the money was right up front and it was the right deal, he certainly could have gone. But Leeds haven't come back in since then. I was wary whether they might come back in after some of the deals elsewhere have fallen through for them, but I've not heard anything so far. So it seems, particularly now we're not far away from 9 o'clock, it's probably going to be one that doesn't happen, you'd imagine. But Jesse March likes him. He likes him a lot. So it might be one that runs on and they come back in for him.
Do you know where Traore is, Boubacar? Is he back in France still? Do you know, or is he having a medical?
Yeah, I believe he is. Yeah, I'll just actually, because the back end of the message I received, it did mention the medicals. Let me have a quick look at it again.
Exclusive.
Yeah,
again. Excellent.
yes.
Excellent stuff.
I mean, again, I'll say this: the timing of this is.
I'll let you go in a couple of minutes, mate. You can crack on with your actual job. The less important.
No, mate, I've got Nathan Jr. doing my job for me. So
delegation is key, mate.
Wolves officials have flew out there, so that Wolves officials are over there and getting the medical sorted. So, he's still over in France, which is the smart move because, particularly with the timing, getting the player over here and getting that done. And I know you can get medicals done in other countries. I think the Juve player, the Swiss midfielder that Chelsea are signing, they did that medical. That's it. Sakari. They're doing that medical in Turin, or they have done it today. So that's an example of you can get it done in the other country, but it's probably slightly more difficult for the club that's buying to get it done. But if you're going to get a deal done, you've got to do what you got to do.
The club must have been confident to get a deal done. Then, if they've just got club officials sat on the tarmac waiting for a bid to be accepted, I mean, it seems a bit odd, doesn't it? Like the whole process. Like, why wait till the last day? Go on, mate.
No, I was going to say it's very much dependent on the selling club as well. They can make it very difficult for teams to buy players if they want to. Traore wanted to come to Wolves. He hasn't. I don't think he's played any football at all this season. Actually, I think he may have asked not to be involved in a game recently as well because he's trying to force it through.
Yeah.
Look, he wanted it. Mets are going to want to get as much as they can out of what is a very talented and highly rated 21-year-old. So those kind of deals are always more difficult. I think Wolves probably, ideally, were going to go in for a permanent up front, but they probably got, I think, with it's around £9.5 million in pounds, the option. That's got to be, I think, pretty good business. And the fact you can see him on loan, see how he gets on, it's a very low risk transfer because if he doesn't work out, you don't sign him permanently.
No, before we let you go, Liam, any questions from you boys on anything? I've got one more.
No, I think he's answered everything.
Did that all shout up at once? It's like at the end of class. I was like, any questions? There's no.
Someone's asked about the Jason Denayer situation. I'd assume that's all gone quiet as well.
Yeah. So it was a really weird. It's a difficult one to explain actually because they basically gone in for Denayer. Of course, he's a free agent, but they have to have him registered for the Premier League squad the day after the window, so tomorrow. So in terms of Dawson broke down, and he was. I think it's safe to say Dawson was the priority of the two. They wanted him more than anything, and it was all but there to be done. And then West Ham pulled out last minute. It leaves Wolves in a very sticky situation because if they allow Mosquera to go on loan today, which was the plan, and then they try and get Denayer done, and of course they don't have to rush it today, they can try and get it done tomorrow, and then it doesn't happen, you're in a really bad situation, a lot worse than they are already. So they've essentially cut their losses. It seems very unlikely they're going to do any business at all now, centre back in the next couple of hours or tomorrow with any free agents. And we'll just have the two young lads.
Do you think that's good enough though, Totti and Mosquera as backup?
If I'm honest, no. I think you've got to be honest. I'm a big fan of Totti Gomez, not just because he talks to me in interviews, but because he.
Yes, pictures of me at restaurants as well.
That's a big part of it. And he takes, exactly, yeah. I mean, if you're going to be, this is totally nothing to do with football, but he is just a lovely lad as well. So that really does help. No, I'm a big fan of him because I think he's very athletic. He's versatile. I like a lot of what he offers, but he's played 4 or 5 games. Albeit very good performances, but that's not enough. Mosquera's had injury issues, has not played a single minute of Premier League football yet. God forbid if Collins gets injured, the natural in terms of the position would be Mosquera. I would argue Kilman probably moves over to the right and Totti comes in first before Mosquera, but that's a big decision if he does get injured. It's very much if buts and maybes with the injuries, but you've got to account for them if they do happen, and I think Wolves have left themselves a little bit open to be shot at in that department. So it's a mistake, I think, albeit one that is difficult to foresee because they thought Dawson was coming. At the same time, you can't keep hold of Bolly when he doesn't want to be there. So it was almost it's almost an impossible situation. They had to make a decision. And you never know, Mosquera might surprise us. He might come in. I don't think he's ready personally. I've seen him play for 23s. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's quite that level yet. But he might come in if there's an injury, and he might come in and have a stormer. And let's hope that does happen if anyone does get injured. But it's a risk, certainly.
Who are you going to get for interviews now that Willy Bolly's gone to Forest, mate?
I was just saying on the poddy that apparently Sasha Kalajic, in that video they've done, he comes across again like such a nice bloke. Apparently, I've been told that I might have a bit of joy with him in the mix zone, which I'm going to try on Saturday. So the way I summed it up to Judah was, I can't wait for him to be another player that just ignores me as he walks past. He's 1 to 20 plus now that just work. Look, the Wolves are, Premier League modern day footballers. A lot of them don't stop. A lot of them are very polite about it and say, "Oh no, sorry, let's keep walking." But a lot of them don't stop. So it'll be nice to get a couple recently. But it's also trying to find that balance, because I can't be in two places at once. And Bruno's presser, the last couple ones he's done after the games have been pretty important ones to be at. So Saturday I'm going to abandon Bruno and try and get the new signing, to be honest, and see if he'll stop. Well,
the last question is, Matt, I'll ask you about Bruno. I know it's not transfer related, but what happens if we lose on Saturday?
It's a tough one. I mean, what I've been told really is that there's not a real major panic at Wolves. They're not ready to push the big red button and get rid of him just yet. They've invested a lot this summer. They've invested in him. He has had a massive say, as he has done with all the transfers in that committee system they have, but he's had a massive say in really ripping up what was the leftovers of Nuno's team. And he now deserves the opportunity to make that work. But it's going to be toxic on Saturday at Molineux if they lose to Southampton. I think everyone knows that. And you've got to be able to, withstand that pressure, not just Bruno, but the board, and stick with him for a bit longer, because I think he deserves that. Albeit he has to get some of these individuals performing, because there's too many letting him down at the moment. Neto, Jimenez, I thought particularly, and Johnny, I thought particularly all poor against Bournemouth. There's others I can name as well. And too many individuals hiding a little bit. If they step up, there's more than enough quality in this side to. I think the starting 11, to be honest, is probably a top 7, top 8, top 9 in the Premier League easily. Starting 11. But you have to have it all click. The goals aren't coming. Hopefully, Sasha might add to that. But it's just the way that the thing that's frustrating the most for me is how they're slowing the game down out wide and allowing the defensive team to get back in their shape, and there's no urgency, no intensity there, just backwards passes. Sometimes you have to get to the byline and get across it. It sounds very simple, but sometimes you have to commit a defender 1v1 and go for it, and Wolves aren't doing that at the moment. He's got to change that. He's got to change a little bit of the attitude around the way they're attacking. But I've got confidence he'll do it. Albeit he says it's, I thought we played really well, we created chances, and fans don't like to hear that. He's also a very intelligent man, a very intelligent football manager, and he knows that it's not exactly where he needs to be at the moment. The team aren't playing exactly how they should be. And he'll be talking to them on the training ground about that. So I've got faith he'll turn it around. But the problem is, after Southampton, you've then got Liverpool, then you've got City, then West Ham, then Chelsea. You need results quickly, especially in the modern game. So we'll see how that goes.
Mate, there's a lot of people showing you support here. Henry says, "I love Liam King." Just quickly before you go, Liam, is on the wall there? Is that Villa Park or Molineux?
It's unbelievable, mate. I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I sat down here, I actually didn't realise it was on my wall until the camera was behind me. But
you've only bought it this morning. That's why.
It is. You're going to get me in trouble in a minute because I'm going to start swearing. No, it's the 0809 championship winning side. Just like a panoramic of Molineux. I mean, on this side, I do have a championship winning side under Nuno signed shirt framed up there as well, but. And then next to it is a Jack Grealish signed Villa shirt, but I won't show you that one.
Liam, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming on, mate. I know how busy you are. Go and get that article written up, and hopefully we'll see Troy Rails on the wall shirt at the end of the night.
Good
Take care, my friend.
See you
later.
See you, man. before
everybody.
Thank you very much to Jeremy as well during that with a $10 tip. Great work as always, boys. Appreciate you all in America.
Do we want to hit the?
Yeah, so for that $10 donation and the signing of Boubacar or set to sign Boubacar Traoré, you ready? Shall I do it, Matt?
Hit the button, mate.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, my word. Vince froze, look at that.
I mean, we got some other sounds as well that are probably going to make
There you go. We've got the dynamic midfielder that Dale wanted. Mo's my fever.
Get it! Get it! Get it!
Oh my oh
dear.
Oh,
Aaron, man, he's so funny, that Aaron kid.
Aaron, man.
That's a hotel.
I bet I need to try and find someone French that could tell us about Boubacar Traoré. I have got one guy, but I can't remember if I asked him. What's his name now? I asked him. I've asked him about 4 times. You know, every time we link with someone from the French league, you think, right? I message him. You reckon he could jump on our channel if this comes to fruition? And he just never does. So, yeah.
Mate, that's killed me. That has.
I'm glad that we're actually about to sign someone though, because I thought we were. I mean, fingers crossed.
I'm gonna have a beer if you sign someone. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have a beer.
You're right.
Treat myself. Nah, I don't drink in the week, so treat. Gonna treat myself. Jordy, get something on the room service, mate. Me and Dave will pay for it at the donation.
$10. That's probably how much it is.
$10 will go far, won't it?
Bag of peanuts, probably.
London hotel.
Oh, tell me about it.
Can't you put it on the the credit card, the work card?
I probably could, but I'm not going to mix that on a live YouTube stream.
What's the sort code and account number on that card?
Yeah. If you could just put that up to the camera, please, and then. And what's the hotel food like? Have you not had any at all? Breakfast.
I've had breakfast here. Yeah, it's nice. Look, it's Hilton. It's nice. I'm in Bankside, so near Borough Market, so it's a nice little hotel. To be honest with you, had a little swim earlier as well this morning.
Did you?
I did, yeah.
Your speedos on.
My little budgie smugglers, yeah. And my Zogs.
Zogs.
You know, I like the signing of Traoré though. I was looking at some of his stats earlier. Something different to what we've got. Like I feel like we've now got like 4 completely different profiles in midfielder. But I think he's probably more similar to Nunes really in terms of going past players. Look at his dribbles completed, progressive dribbles. It's really good. But we were saying that yesterday on the space, weren't we? Like you almost want Neves sitting and two runners. So hopefully that's what Bruno thinks as well.
It's what Newcastle did to us with Longstaff sitting and Willock and Joe Linton either side, wasn't it? That was the big problem against Newcastle was they had runners and they kept picking up loads of space in between the defence and the midfielders, and that dynamism killed us. And it didn't help us against Bournemouth either because it was too similar.
Yeah, definitely. But I think against the lesser teams, you could play that. If you're playing Man City, I don't know. Maybe you are playing 2 runners, 2 players who can just get about the pitch and put themselves about. I don't know. Would say for the Liverpool and Man City game, if you're playing a midfield 3, Jord, who are you playing?
Neves, Nunes, and then probably all playing. It's tough, isn't it? Because against those sort of teams, you know what you're going to get, don't you? You almost know that you're going to get camped in, and you almost need to make most of possession when you get it. If Kamara's fit and game ready and match ready, again, I haven't seen enough of him to say I'll be picking him over Moutinho as such at the moment. But I do think you do go to that 4-3-3 against those sort of top sides, and then you do probably shift to a 4-2-3-1 when you are playing there. The teams you should be beating or at least competing with, should I say?
Yeah, Dave, this is one for you. Have we actually ever signed someone on deadline day? Was a phobia on deadline day? We'll be doing a stream. I don't think
this
we're doing
is-
a stream.
yeah,
were we?
no. The first stream we did was
Renato
probably-
Sanchez.
yeah,
No, we
was it
did
this
one
time
before.
last year? I think we've only done 2, you know.
No, we've done
Right.
3. This is our 3rd.
Or
This
did
is
we
our
do a
3rd.
winter one then?
Yeah.
January.
Nah, I
Yeah,
think
we
this
did
was-
January.
No, but I think we've never signed anybody. This has been the busy. Every time we did. So last January it was Kiefer Moore. And but the thing is, they all got cancelled. But like all the deals were like dead before we even started. The year before was Renato, and like a French centre back, like the window before. Oh yeah, we did one years ago with Rouse. Remember?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't know if you were on it actually, Matt, saying that.
Just to update everybody in the Athletic, says
Maidley!
yeah, the medical's in France, and Traore is expected to be the final new face of a busy summer window. 33 appearances for Met, scoring 2 goals.
This is our. We did one in 2018, but this is only our 3rd one. We did one last summer, January, and then this summer. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure our record is very, very poor. Anyone remember Nuadicco?
Yeah.
Love Nuadicco.
Mark's asking the question.
Player.
He signed somewhere else recently. I still follow him on Instagram.
No, Chiquinho was like start of January, Aiden.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
early
It
one.
was like
Started
second
like
week of
mid-
Jan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dicko's just signed for Crete.
Oh, is that why he's asked?
For Crete.
Yeah, I saw as well an Arsenal youngster's gone and signed for Ibiza, and then like Catrone going to Coma. Where would, if you had to sign, like you're a Wolves youth player, right? And you had to go somewhere on loan for a year, like location wise, where would you go?
Oh, into Miami.
Oh.
I think-
FC Jamia.
They don't exist anymore, do they?
I know.
Yeah.
Probably like I don't know. You want it to be a good level, but at the same time, you want it to be nicer. Innit?
Oh, another one out the door.
No.
Oh, Flavio has left Wolves Esports.
Oh my god.
Judas.
Can't believe it.
Shit.
I can't. What are they doing? What are they doing?
First, what was his name? He retired. Grasshopper. What was his name? Butterbean. What was he called?
I can't remember his name. But it's that decision.
Utter-
Utter wank.
Music. After that.
Got up all sorts here.
You know,
I can't believe Flavio's gone. He went ages ago, didn't he?
Cristobal or the esports lad. Remember Cristobal? Nuno's
Cristobal.
Nuno's godson that actually came on and played. That must have been some sort of corruption. That.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room that is Pedro Gonçalves?
the chat.
Wasn't he with Nuno's daughter?
I don't
Finn
think
knows
so,
this,
but
mate. Finn's a little story. I think they're
Finn will
friends.
know this.
I think they were just friendly. Yeah, it didn't seem like a. They were always in like group pictures.
Do kiss your friends on the lips.
Not often.
With Watson.
Which
But no, yeah, I think
Someone's
it was
already
just a light
clipped us.
stalk. of
Someone's
the-
already
yeah.
clipped us up, by the way, and put us on YouTube.
Yeah, I did.
oh,
right.
but on what?
On no Twitter, sorry.
Oh, boy.
Someone
been
said I look
tagged in it?
stiff.
Stiff.
Yeah. And someone said he is over the transfer news.
We'll do it again when he signs. Surely that's it. Could all
Yeah,
fall
I'll have
through.
to
Could
lose
be
some.
a,
Oh yeah, they've just
Sanchez.
after 4 fruitful seasons, our longest serving player, Filza, is ready to take on a new challenge.
Oh my
Where's he
god! What
going?
are they doing?
I'm gutted about that. What was his name now? The guy that retired?
Who?
Retired from esports.
How do you retire from
Rocket-
sports?
The Rocket
Arthritic
League,
thumbs.
What do you just like?
You know.
Just like, what do you like?
RSI.
Cremate your fucking PS4 controller?
His
Or whatever?
name was-
How do you retire? I don't understand how you
Scarf
retire.
on whilst you're at it.
He's going to hang up
Tadpole.
his tadpole. I've had to, unfortunately, I have to hang up my pad.
Tadpole. Those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end.
Flavio
Oh,
headed to Anderlecht Esports. He went to follow our
Fabio.
mate Fabio. We've
He's losing 1-0 at the moment, by the way.
Anderlecht. Oh, it's not him. He hasn't scored for like 3 games, has he?
It's gone quiet, yeah.
Oh, you know that? So that you know that FC Mets account that was sending for Liam Keane.
I was going to ask him
Okay.
about that, but I thought it's his arse.
They've just atted him saying, "Where are you, Liam Keane?"
Get him back on.
Come outside, you journalist.
Get them both on. Get them both
Get
on.
out here, you journo.
You journalist. Oh God.
Oh yeah, I can't get the PowerPoint to work. By the way, I don't know what's wrong with it. I've
Oh,
got the
mate.
official PowerPoint app, but I click our case and it just goes.
Shall I try and do it on here?
Yeah,
mean-
just keep it on the screen. We'll just smash through a game at a time. Just get people to put it in the chat. I'm sure we were really bad last time. We got people to donate to pick a number.
Yeah, that was pretty
We're not
freaking-
doing
it
that
all
again.
went tits up.
Unless you
Yeah,
want
it all went tits up. If you do donate, then we will give you a mini rock.
Yeah,
Jordy's
do,
like
do,
a
do.
dance that the kids were doing a few years ago.
Okay.
Well, if you go back in the green room, I'll show you how to do it. Right, let me
Dan
see.
James going to Fulham on loan, but Leeds need to give the green light. And if
Wang
that
Chan.
green light is
Wang
Juan
in,
Chan going
question
to
mark?
Elland Road.
You know what though? If the Wang deal gets done now, it'll surely be like one of these loan deals, won't it? They're not going to get through like a actual deal.
Nah.
It'd have to be like a loan with an option or something.
We got to sign someone as well, I reckon. They'd want a replacement, surely. I don't know, because he's like a third choice striker and like a fifth choice winger, though. I would say.
I wouldn't.
This
I
is
wouldn't.
work.
I would after the Newcastle game for sure.
Here we go. Let's see if this works now.
Right, should we try it?
Let's
Try it. It may or may not work, but
Because when I was
It's
doing
not-
it, I was picking my case, and then it would just go to the numbered cases.
yeah, because you're.
Can we just
I
answer
can't say
Shiv's
that,
question
actually.
first?
What's,
What's he said?
How
I
far
mean,
do you think you could throw Daniel Podence? He's probably about my height.
Nah, he's not that big. He's
What have
about
you got?
5'5", isn't he?
No, yeah. He's not
Do
that
we?
big. Stuttgart have said, good. I mean, not the actual Stuttgart. Good evening for Stuttgart. In any case, you brought a strong man from us with Sasha. Happy season to you. Regards.
Oh,
Dankeschön.
Pretty nice. Yeah.
Cheers.
Danke.
Auf the update. Gute Nachten. That's good night in German.
Right then.
Let's
Right
go.
then.
Yeah,
Should
let's get it going. See if it works. Have we got a picture? Oh wait, we had on the video. Oh my god, it's literally
is
just
it?
come up on Twitter as well.
What's
oh,
that?
it works.
I'll put it on in a second. Menacing Skull. Okay, yeah, but this did it for me, and we picked one, and it didn't work.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
you got to pick a case in it.
who wants to? Jord, you're Talking Wolves deadline day stream virgin. Two
Yeah.
different things. Pick a case, mate.
I'm going to go for number 7, please.
My lucky number as well. I like that.
There you go.
You got the-
Okay.
well.
Say again.
That's it,
You
yeah.
got the sound as well.
No, but don't matter about the sound.
Okay.
bit
Because
loud.
I've got very tense heartbeat music coming from my earphones. So,
All right.
right then, Dave, pick a case.
Right, we're gonna get rid of Sasha, number 18. Oh, Craig Dawson. We'll take those.
Life imitates
We'll
art.
take those. Come on.
Take that.
We'll take those. We're having one round of deal or no deal, everybody. It's just joined in. Who's going next? Finn?
I'll go. I'll take 9, my lucky number. I want it to be
But this time,
Onuachu.
I wanted lucky.
Hope it's a blue.
Onuachu. I want it to be a big lanky strike.
Hope it's a blue. Hope it's a left.
It's a blue. Oh, fucking
Oh.
hell, Finn.
So you don't go for your lucky number, ladies
Oh
and
my
gents.
God.
130 fat ones.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Fuck.
I'm putting the sad music on if that happens again. Jord, is this your or
Let's-
you pick up?
yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, Asa Sahota's asked for number 11 for Huang. So for
Okay,
Azza.
Azza, coming right up. Good speaking to you
See you,
last night
Azza.
on the.
Hope it's a blue.
Take care, Azza. Been loving the wrestling content as well on your Twitter. I love that stuff, mate. 11. Steve
Oh,
Manley!
Steve
Come on, come on.
Steve-O.
One man's trash is another man's treasure, and he certainly is treasure. Right, I'm gonna.
Go on, mate. You pick one.
It's
a good start,
and just yeah, but we're not going to take the bankers offer because it's not been set up in the background, so they'll actually offer us money. We're just going to see who we've actually got.
Yeah.
For this round, and I can change it anyway.
These are all players that have been linked to Wolves, of bar, obviously, the people on the left.
I'm going to go 13, my lucky number.
Unlucky for some.
Oh, who'd have thought it?
That's it.
Is that a sign?
Is it a sign?
Yeah, you watch now. Deal off.
Shit.
Well, if it does happen,
The plane won't leave the
No.
tarmac.
Dave has a party. Pick a number.
Number 1.
Hope it's a blue, mate.
Cheers, mate.
I don't understand. Oh,
It's an absolute stinker.
Don't know what to say.
Get out!
All right. I'm
Jordan.
gonna go number 22, please.
Ooh.
Oh
what's
my
that
god.
do?
What's going on
Get
here?
rid of the adulterers.
Get out!
Oh, the nice schooling.
So what's the banker offering us here?
12 grand.
12 grand.
12 grand.
He's gash. I think I've got to say no deal to that, I'm afraid.
What should we say
Never
the
taken
stipulation
that.
is? This is what we get to go on a holiday or something. Because
How much we'd spend in a night out? 12 grand? No, we need more.
no, we definitely don't, mate. He only has 4 points. He's pissed.
Coca-Cola.
I'm a total coke addict.
All right, who's next?
Finn, don't fuck up.
I'll go 6.
Oh, my word.
Ronaldo.
Oh,
I
I'll
can
take him.
take
It could have been
again.
worse. Could
But
have
what,
been
what I'll
worse.
do once we finish this game, we'll whiz through that. I'll go into the back of it, go into the back end, not for the first time,
Sorry.
and I'll change all the transfer value, so we'll actually be
Offered players.
negotiating. We'll actually be offered money for our transfer kitty next season. So I'll do
Okay, I
that
like that.
next. Jord, pick a number.
Go for number 5, please.
No, you fucking won't. We're having number 4.
Oh, Enzo went to Benfica.
Number 5, Jord. Hope it's a blue, mate.
Oh, my days.
Get out!
Dave.
Number 23. Oh, big Al.
Spears, top cup.
Tim Spears.
You know what though? Like his content recently has been absolutely unbelievable. It's been class, especially the
Have
team
you seen
post.
that Forest have just signed somebody else?
So,
Serge Aurier.
Batshuayi. Oh,
That's
or,
right, well.
They're about to sign Aurier if they can get a work.
so they've made
permit.
another 4 today, or is that 5 today?
I don't know.
Their wage bill's looking mad. Oh my god, we just lost shit.
Everyone wants 20 in the chat. So
Yeah, but everyone's saying it's
What?
dazzling Dave. I don't understand it.
Oh, do you reckon they've got in his chat and asked him?
What's that?
Yeah, you know,
I
pick
think they've asked
20.
Dazzling Dave for number 20. I don't know. It's just one guy that's asking, to be fair. Dazzling Dave.
it's not going to be great. Oh,
Ooh, I'll tell you what, 21k to go on a lad's holiday.
Mate, look at the amount of blues we've got, you know. We're ending up with someone bad here.
No, I've got a feeling we're going to end up with Barbosa, but I'm going to go no deal. We're going to play to the end anyway because we need players. Don't need an holiday.
Just been on
one.
Instagram story. Oh dear, what's going on?
uh-oh. Surely it'll be a picture with.
Fucking
There you go. Nice jinx.
Bro, it's just Pedenti's got like a bracelet or something around his foot. I don't know what it is. It's good from you, Mo. Oh, we lost. Dave said he wants 12 as his girlfriend is 12. Apparently.
yeah,
Go for
coming
number
right up.
16. 16, man. Next.
16.
He loves the
Oh,
pizza. He
BC10.
loves the
He loves the
pasta.
pasta. The lad's
Lad, fucking
Tragic.
16.
Yes, please, mate.
his mom still buys his trousers.
16.
Oh,
You're not coming
Jordan.
back on, mate. Bloody hell. Have you
You
got the
lose
blue
it.
yet?
No, I haven't got a blue yet. I don't
This is
think.
going to be fucking dreadful.
It's about 10k, I reckon. Oh
much is
my
that?
word! What's going on here?
Oh,
How's it
it's
going on?
probably because we've still got
How
the
much?
500.
Got Ronaldo.
How much? How much?
Sold. No. How much? I love it. No.
Yeah, look, CR7. That's going to be the one for us. That case, telling you.
I reckon the banker knows.
No.
Oh no! That's who we wanted in our own case. That music's a joke. Like. Paul's
do.
gone.
Yeah, we're fine now.
Slower.
Get Paul, mate. You know what? We could be in the money here. You know.
Jan Vertonghen to Anderlecht.
Huang
Ooh, you know
Uijo.
what? If Cristiano, this could be Cristiano
Yeah.
and on Suey on stream.
Sue.
Sue.
He's
Cristiano
looking like a Portuguese striker or an Express and Star journalist. I like those odds.
Which one's which? 60
Ooh,
grand.
flip
Oh,
it,
we
yeah,
can go on a
guys.
serious holiday.
Look at the Blues. By the way, everyone watching, this is real money here we're playing with. This is real life. This is a real banker.
What do you
This
call
is
me?
our sponsor offering us this money. Noel Edmonds.
She's at the BetMate pot. Any
Oh my
thoughts, lads?
Can we after this I gotta put something on the stream.
Okay. Any thoughts?
It's getting nervous now. I'll be honest with you, a bit shaky.
19.
Dave,
Don't get
On your red.
nervous.
Ah,
Oh,
Oh,
We've
Oh.
got a Liam Keane clap back.
Yeah, that's what I was
In
going to bring up on the
French.
screen. So
Oh, is that-
basically, Matt, but obviously the French people put, as we told you exclusively, Boubacar Traoré is very close to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Where are
get
you?
it on there.
Liam
Get it on
Keane?
there, mate. Get it on.
So let me give me a hot sec. Therefore, Liam Keane has hit back in French. I'm going to do a French.
Give it a go,
impression
Dave.
for you.
Utter,
I've never
utter
spoken
wank.
in French, yeah.
Continuez à jouer à vos jeux informatiques et laissez ce travail à ceux qui ont des connaissances. Some next to me. So then,
This is a message for all Monaco fans sitting in.
it also says,
Waterloo Road will be shut.
in English, it says, keep playing your computer games and leave that work to those with knowledge. Oh,
Ooh.
gosh.
Keen bomb.
Monaco fans.
Someone please clip that up and put it on Twitter.
This is a message for Monaco fans situated.
It's like that Kevin Hart
Thank you,
clip.
Dan.
Ocho.
That's not bad. I've never spoken French in my life. Gracias.
Never.
Are we getting back on the? Here we go. That was a good break.
Right. All right, we'll go 14, Matt. It's going to be Stefan Meyer off the behind here.
Come on. That's our tool.
Oh, fucking.
Oh my god.
We had 60k.
If we have more, the
Oh,
game's
no.
broken. Man said £45 with chest. Oh my god. Oh, no deal. No deal.
Where are we going with 40?
Well, what's best case scenario here? Because these are all gash, man.
We're gonna
Keane,
end up with
Keane after that
killing
tweet is
Keane.
worth 80 mil.
Yeah, they should be over here.
I reckon we're going to be able to get 5 Jaeger bombs at the. There's fucking Meyer offer. I can afford 5 Jaeger bombs at the Hog's Head, I think, at this rate, lads.
I reckon it's lower now.
55 quid.
Get in there.
No deal.
I reckon number 7 is Liam Keane. and
Well,
we're
if
gonna
we take Nathan Judah home, he's absolutely tilled, so we should end up with more money.
Yeah.
Good point.
Finn, pick a case, mate.
Oh, that 20's still there that everyone wanted. We'll go for it. 20.
I'm gonna.
Oh, it's the biggest
keep-
one.
Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
but
one.
He is bald. £12. Oh,
When's it going to bloody end?
Oh, teasing us.
What do you reckon? No deal.
Yeah, let's accept it. You know, fucking 50 quid.
Rajiv Van La Parra.
Oh, damn it. Shit. Time's ticking, Fosun. Liam Keane, or I'm ending the stream. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. £43. Come on.
what a
Pick
selection.
another.
Chat, who do you want? Liam Keane,
Ooh.
Bonatini, or Roger Johnson?
You want
I mean,
Liam Keane out of all
Liam
those?
Keane in the case, yeah.
Hmm. Ooh, 50-50.
Bash.
Yeah. Liam Keane.
I mean, if you get the chance of Liam Keane or Roger Johnson,
I reckon
50
Roger
quid.
Johnson would be a better night out, wouldn't
I mean,
I
I
would
don't
get
think
out
50
Liam
quid's
Keane.
going to get you far with Roger Johnson.
he?
Get you a couple of keys, that's about it. Right then, boys. Do we want to swap? Or we
No,
sticking?
keep- Stick.
Stick, yeah.
Yes! Way to be! Get in!
Yeah. Tremendous.
Wonderful stuff.
Keen bomb.
Oh, tell you
We
what.
take those every day of the week.
Right, Dave. You entertain. I'm going to sort the PowerPoint out.
Yeah, no problem. Well, if you've just joined us, Wolves have agreed a loan deal with FC Metz. For
Why have you
midfielder
gone all
Ruben
serious?
Clark. I've been told off for being too loud, apparently.
Anchorman.
I've been told. I've turned into Ron Burgundy. Season-long loan, option of 11 million euros. So, there we go. Read the
I'm
tweet
just
and
asking
celebrate.
a French journalist what type of player Traore is, and once I've found out, I can let you know.
Mm. I
That
need to
French
find out
journalist is Dave after that. Bonjour, comment t'appelles-tu? Ça va bien, monsieur. Et toi? Please tell me.
25 Liam Keane. Do you think it will be more signing? No, there won't be any more signings. Wolves 37. That's the last one. That's all for tonight. That is all
That's
for
all,
tonight.
folks.
Don't go to bed yet.
Connor Ronan has gone out on loan.
I know someone asked about Bonatini earlier. Let's see if there's anything on him at the minute on Twitter. Absolutely nothing.
What's he going to do, though? Do you reckon I'll just release him today?
Insider knowledge, he's had offers, but not from any in England where he would rather stay. But yeah.
So what levels are he going to play at though?
I don't. Do you think a
League One?
championship? They're probably not going to take a risk, are they? Thing is, yeah, you can look at that one half a season in the championship, can't you? But I mean, was he in Saudi Arabia before us, so he wasn't picky then. Maybe he's, don't know, got a thing for English women. He seems to pick up a taste of it, so we'll see.
Yates ultra, mate.
Yeah, Tinder works better in England than it does overall.
Who have you heard that one from, then, Finn?
I prefer not to speak.
What's your source in Hellman's? Daddy's.
No, he texted my sister. No, he didn't. I'm joking.
Medium Perry.
That was Dave.
Someone asked earlier, sorry, about the picture of, or if there was a picture of Sasha and Podence. There you go, just there.
Man.
Lovely. It's like Finn with any other human in the world.
Every time I see Finn, he gets bigger.
Sorry?
And then he looks up at his
Every time I see you, I get bigger.
not quite, my friend.
Mm.
Just sorting this out, Dave, and I'm gonna have a quick little break, and we can
Should we
get back
drop
to
the
it.
price on Hwang to get a deal over the line?
Nah,
I'd only get rid if there was a replacement.
Yeah, there's no value in letting him go to Leeds, is there? In terms of just to get him out the
Just
door.
for the sake of it now.
I mean, I'd quite like to just get him out the door, but from a business point of view, it makes no sense, does it? So,
how would you describe Tanguy Khan in 2 words, mate?
roller coaster.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Gosh.
Hwang is squad cover. Yeah, exactly. Team knows the drill. I was
I
hoping
think-
that
I
we'd
don't
have
think
like a
it's
few
bad.
loan deals in that.
What's roller coaster in French?
Roller
Lebosh.
coaster.
Translate. Because to
Right, we're nearly there here. Nearly there with it.
What's the Cara Bobbins Cup 11 now then? You gotta go full strength.
Montagne russe.
What a stupid name.
What was that?
You xenophobe.
Montagne russe.
Do you want
Yeah,
it on the
roller
screen,
coaster.
Menacing Skull, or do you want me to send it to you?
Huh?
Who knows? We were talking about transfers before we were interrupted by guests. So let's get them back up again. Wolves, transfers. Who else have we signed? Nunez is obviously the big one, breaking the deadline, breaking Wolves' record as well. I don't think there'll be anyone else in. I know there's a few people asking. I don't think Traore will be the only other signing. Menacing, there you go, mate. Catrone's
Was it
left.
maybe the last time we did like a last minute, like, oh my God, like I can't think of one in the Prem.
Yeah,
the
but
last
Phobie
minute
was
one.
good because, well,
Phobia was January, wasn't it, in the champ? And that was
Yeah,
quite-
but that was like that was like 11
Last
PM.
gap.
Yeah, it was late, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really had one in the Prem.
Mm. What's happened to Bruno Jordan? He's gone to who's it in Portugal?
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Clara.
Yeah, Santa Clara. Debut Chief, shiver me timbers.
Fabio Silva has lost.
He got booked as well, apparently. Tonight.
Fraud. 1 point on Belgian PL. No, fancy
Yeah, to be
Belgium.
fair, have we had any grasshopper signings this summer? No, we haven't, have we?
No.
No, it seems to have slowed down a little bit, hasn't it, that link as well? Like,
Mm.
Probably because everyone was kicking off. And to be fair, none of our players at all have gone there. We sold them actually, haven't we?
Dadashov
I
went
think-
there, didn't he, on permanent.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what's his name as well? Shabani.
Japanese midfielder. Is he on loan?
What was
still?
that Korean striker's name?
Yeah, Young Sam Bin's still out there, Kawabi's still out there, and I think Shabani and Dadashov was sold there. But I think it's because of the new loan rules. So
Young Sam Bin.
you'll see it a lot. You'll see this is why Manchester City are selling a lot of young players as well because of the new loan rules. But what they'll do is put loan buyback clauses on them. Yeah.
That's what a lot of the foreign clubs did, like Barca and Real Madrid back in the day used to do. It's effectively
Yeah.
like a free loan deal, wasn't it?
No, I
Boller as
might-
well is out there still. Sorry.
I might have someone to come onto the stream whose English may not be fantastic, but may have a message for Mr. Liam Keane.
It's not him. Sure.
It's him. Do you want to get him on, or
Mate, if
Is
he
it-
comes on. I mean, I've got another guest on in about 10 minutes. So if you can come on either before or after that.
should we try and get him on? He said his English isn't great, but he can help. He can try and explain to us what type of player he is.
My mum can speak French. So I just get her and just translate.
I'm scared that people keep posting this video of us dancing and we're going to get so many reviews that people take out of context. And I'm really worried.
Why? What? Retweeting what?
Like the video of us dance. So Liam Keane put the tweet. Oh, it's only got 10 flat reads. I was scared that I was going to see like 20 quote tweets or something. People just call this version.
Should we get him in?
If he wants to jump in,
Yeah, let's ask him what his beef is with Keno.
this is a certain message for a certain somebody.
This is a broadcast message for the warning.
For Mr. Liam
Let's get them
Keane
both
and the
in.
Express and
I want to see
Star.
both in and then dip us four into the green room. and just
This could
watch.
be iconic Wolves moment. An iconic
Can we get
Wolves
Liam
moment.
back?
Yeah, I reckon he's going to go Tyson Fury, David Price on him.
Liam's just messaged me.
Big stiffy.
Listen here, you big stiff idiot.
Kevin Keegan.
Liam's just messaged me about just listening to you talking about my French tweet. He's a big fan. So let me just try and get this chap in before we get the next guest.
What would you do if he's just like a 12-year-old kid?
Well, we're going to find out.
I reckon he's going to come on with a balaclava and like a machete.
Man,
We've got to back Liam up though here. We can't have.
I'm just gonna laugh, mate.
This Donny,
Let's get some French swear words.
Liam's our boy. He can't, he's the Keen Bomb. That's why he's the GOAT.
What would you do if it was Boubacar Traore? Exclusive Talkie Wars interview.
with a stethoscope on his chest. All right, lads, just having me medical.
Oh, Finn, someone else has got the same issue with the Wolves hoodie. They've just put it on Twitter.
What, Wonky?
Yeah.
Mate, there's literally a page called like Shoddy Castor, and there's some like
Printing is about 3 inches to the right of centre. No exchange available. Ridiculous.
oh wow. Well, I saw a Newcastle one that was awful, so I'm sort of counting myself lucky.
Have you need to speak to the club. If not, you can speak to Castor direct. They sort.
The thing is, this one's sold out, isn't it? Like the blue one you could return, but this one's sold out. So I thought, you know what, I'll take it as a sort of one-off special edition. Look at that one. Oh.
Yeah.
Way off centre, so I was like,
oh my gosh! Remember some Wolves sent out that shirt with like the badge upside down?
Yeah, upside down. It's on the same page. Yeah.
Dave Gilbert. Here we go. Oh, I think Bossman's joined.
He has, but he hasn't got.
Just chat him in, Matt. He
video.
can talk about the cam.
Yeah. One sec. What's the Twitter account called? Tanguy Socios FC.
Yeah.
So I'm delighted to add into the stream one of the first accounts that broke the news that Traore would be moving to Wolves from the Twitter account Socios SC Met. We've got Tanguy. Tanguy, hello, my friend.
Hi, everybody. Would you like me to put my camera?
I mean, if you could, that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Get a t-shirt on, son.
Hi.
There he is.
Hello,
going,
Fabio.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, boss.
Sorry for my accent. It's not.
No,
No,
fine.
you speak better English than Jordan, so you're okay. So, what type of player is Traore? Should Wolves fans be excited?
Yes. I think you should be excited. He's a very, very promising player. We really like it in Metz. It's a young DM, young defensive midfielder who can have a high volume of play, high intensity. He likes to. He can dribble. He can dribble. So sometimes in the match, and he has a great vision, a great quality of pass. And sometimes, maybe 1 or 2 times in the match, he can take a long shot.
Nice.
Stop laughing, please.
No. There's somebody. There's somebody that is on our podcast that has glasses and he looks like you. So somebody has said that you look like him. That's all. That's why he's laughing.
Okay.
Not the accent. I'm sorry.
No. You got to get a photo up here. You got to get a photo.
Yeah,
up
you
top.
can't because otherwise we feel. I
Tanguy,
feel
let me
rude.
show you what this guy looks like. 1 minute.
Tanguy, we've seen on Twitter you've had a bit of a back and forth, an argument with Liam Keane, Wolves journalist.
No, that's not me. That's another guy on our media who likes to I don't know the word, but
Wind people up.
Yes, like to stir,
aggravate.
stir.
Yes.
Yeah, because this is only really it's only happened today, hasn't it? But you guys reported that he was close to signing for Wolves weeks ago.
Yes, we had our source in Metz close to the player and the club who confirmed it for us, and we are pretty confident in our sources, and so we know.
Do you think
There we go. See, that's it. You do look like him a little bit.
No, Tangy, no.
I have more wavy.
Yeah, you got curly. You got
wavy-
Fabio
yeah.
Silva's trim with his face.
Fabio Silva hair. Sorry, what were you saying? You
Sorry.
reported this a few weeks ago. Were your sources being correct?
Confident in our sources. So when Liam Keane says it was wrong, and multiple people from Wolverhampton says it wasn't. It was wrong from your side. We can deny it with confidence.
Well, it sounds like Wolves are getting a good player on the hands. What's the reaction where you are? Are fans of your club upset?
Little bit upset, but we were maybe waiting for it. He has a really good season in League One last year, and the club needed money, so we kinda know he was going to quit the club. So upset, but well, we are waiting for it.
Yeah. Well,
no way.
Tanguy, go on, Finn. Go on.
Sorry, I was going to say, did you think, like, because I know if you need money, a loan, do you think that's why it's taken so long to negotiate? Because obviously Wolves were trying not to pay straight away.
I really don't know about that. All I can say is that what we know in the first place is that Metz wanted 15 million euros for the player, and I think it's around 11 million in euros.
Yeah.
The final fee. So maybe the fee, maybe other thing. Fribourg, SC Fribourg in Germany was too negotiating for the player. I don't know what takes so long.
No. Tanguy, thank you so much for coming on. I know it was very short notice, so really appreciate that, and good luck for the rest of the season.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me on your live. Have a good one, and I hope Traoré gonna succeed in your club.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Bye.
brother. I'm excited. Hopefully, good player.
He fucking disrespect Liam Kane like that on my stream ever again. To be fair, he said he wasn't him. Bloody hell, like, we're getting all the exclusives this evening.
Sorry, everyone, but I saw one Tom Parker comment.
He goes, "Why are you laughing?"
I know. I felt so bad.
No.
Like, he's spent, you know, he's got fucking school in the morning, and you know, he's come on to do the
He's
stream.
older than us.
No, that's so
Older than George.
George old enough to be his granddad. Dad, sorry.
Probably granddad as well.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
look, fair
bless
play
him.
for him to coming on. He messaged me saying my English isn't great, but
he was really good.
It's better than mine.
Yeah, very
Better
good.
than my French, anyway. Yeah.
Dave, it's that tweet that I lost it at. Sorry, everyone. Try and get it off my
Oh, you sent me
stream.
one. What was his name?
Try and get it off my stream.
Oh my god!
I tried to have a drink to come, came out my nose.
Why are you laughing? Why are you running?
Oh,
Hey, get the tweet up, get it up.
sorry, everyone.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
Oh,
You're so rude, mate. I was trying to hold it together.
That
and I
was-
saw-
no, that
I
was-
heard George start laughing, his camera go off. Finn run off, and then he's like, "Why are you laughing, man?" It's like seems a really nice
He
guy.
was so nice.
Tweet that
It
he
was
was
on
laughing
the
at
call,
us.
yeah? Comment.
I dare Tom Parker to drop a stinker.
Tom's in Japan, gonna wake up and think, "What the fucking hell has gone on?"
I don't get this on Sky Sports to tell you that.
Oh,
So Tanguy, what are your thoughts on Liam Keane? He is gash.
He's gash. He's a clown.
Oh boy, it's look at the state of me. Yeah, it's all gone to pot. Tell you what, though, these floodlights at Molyneux are dead powerful.
Oh, God.
God. Finn, mate, you're so rude.
Imagine if one of us went out a French thing and they just start laughing. That's so bad.
Show some respect. Exactly, Colin. Show some
That's not
respect.
nice.
You're honest
Oh,
to God, mate.
I just
Look
don't
at
think
this.
foreigners.
my
Oh,
God.
here we
Laughing.
go.
I'm
No.
foreign, and there is no room for it.
Oh.
Oh my God. I think that's going to be it, Luke. Boubacar will probably be the only one.
Someone put like, oh God. God.
Nah, Finn, you're Pete. Why are you still laughing, man? I dare Finn Morris to drop a stinker. Insert picture of David Tennant here.
Oh my God.
You guys wouldn't dare go on a French podcast. You're probably right, I wouldn't.
I couldn't speak a word of the croissant, mate.
Oh,
I can't speak none of it.
But we weren't laughing at his English. We were just laughing because he looked like Tom Parker.
Mate, I was
Yeah, I
expecting
know,
like some...
mate. At least he tried. Yeah, exactly. I know. We know he tried. We're laughing at his look-alike. We're not laughing that he spoke flipping French. Well,
Okay, we'll tell you what, Dave, sort the Just Giving out for him.
Oh.
We're not laughing at him speaking, and he knows that. Matt, can you DM him just to thank him, please? Because
I have.
we
I
don't
thanked
matter.
him.
Oh, so sorry. Oh.
He's just he said no problems, mate. The one who looks like Doctor Who, he can fuck off. No, he said
That's fair.
forgot to say he might take a little bit of time to adapt in Metz. He spent 2 years in the B team before getting ready to play in Liga. So
I thought they'd bought him for something.
You're a fan of him, George.
Yeah, I think it's one of my pals, one of my Albion mates.
Oh,
Don't know what
you could have blagged that and said it was
Nah.
Oh, I'm gonna go and grab a tissue. Oh,
yeah, that's not that kind of podcast.
I've run out of tissues.
I've just dropped him a message now so everyone can stop
Oh my
panicking.
God, Paul.
Saying,
Oh my.
what's he
got none left.
I don't know what's going on here. We've lost Paul Harris. Oh my God. We were talking about tough boys and tough men earlier on, Paul.
Is that the same geezer?
Oh
No.
my God, what is going on here? Connell Doyle and Paul Harris. I think it's time for you to go to bed.
I've messaged him and said apologies for the guys laughing. It's just because you look like one of our contributors, and he took it really well. He said I do look like him a little bit. So
God, I
Theo
feel like
Connell. We'll
I'm
start
an awful
piping up.
person. Oh.
My word. It's only Finn anyway. None of us.
Yeah, sorry everyone.
Bib impression to change the subject. I reckon announce it now. We're halfway through. Right.
I look
Michael,
like the Joker.
welcome to the Fans React. Southampton 1, Wolves 0.
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave.
Then Donker sold. Boubacar Traore failed medical. Michael, what are your thoughts?
Well, if anything, it's negligence. I week in, week out, they have lied to us about those transfers. And I'd just like to ask Jeff, when's it going to bloody end? When the fuck is it going to bloody end? Because I've been a Wolves fan now for a good 3 years, and these are the worst days in my existence as a Wolves fan. And I've had enough. I've had enough. I've been starting to go and watch Kings Lynn because it's got that bad. So, yeah, just a message to the board. Bloody sort it out.
Oh,
Michael, Bruno Lage, it's 15 games without a win now for him. What's your stance on his job security?
Well, I think the writing's on the wall with Bruno. I really do. It last season ended ended poorly. Still couldn't hit a barn door with a machine gun. And we've got more of the same this. If anything, it's bloody worse. It's bloody worse, Dave. It's bloody worse. So yeah, it's for me. He has to go. If I was a betting man, I'd say Alan Kirbishley. But yeah, it's not good times down at the Molineux. Not at all. Which is why I don't go. So yeah.
Oh, let's try and get some positive mood. Jason. We've got our next guest on now. We've got our next
We have,
guest on
we
ready.
have.
We've got to compose ourselves now, lads, because we've been all over the place. We'd like to welcome Steve Maley from The Athletic. Steve, how you keeping?
I'm
Hello,
okay.
mate.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Started off in Bournemouth. It's now Wolverhampton and deadlines are now in 10 minutes away. But I think Wolves are pretty much done now, so I think I can start to wind down a little bit.
Yeah, you can relax a little bit. I'm glad, Steve, that we are getting one through the door, because I think for a long time today, when the rumours are quieting down a little bit as well, I think Wolves fans were worried that we were going to let Dendoncker go and Bolly go and no one else coming in.
Yeah, I don't think they would have sanctioned the Dendoncker move if they weren't pretty confident that Traore was going to get done. I mean, you could argue that they maybe shouldn't have let Bolly go without knowing that they were going to get Dawson in. But I guess maybe they haven't got cover in terms of experience, but they probably got cover in terms of numbers at centre half with Totti and Mosquera. But yeah, they wouldn't have even had the numbers in central midfield, would they? Had they let Dendoncker go without a replacement?
I think the season, Steve. I mean, well, if you ignore the results, the transfer window has been a success though for Wolves. I think yes, we've lost players, and maybe the numbers in terms of overall, squad numbers probably isn't a massive improvement, but we definitely improved the strength and depth. Do you think in this Wolves squad ahead of the season?
I think going into the window, and I was obviously new into the job then, but the two things that I kept hearing from Wolves fans and from people inside the club was we need a ball carrying midfielder and we need a striker as an alternative to Jimenez, and they've ticked both of those boxes up. And I mean, spectacularly in terms of the midfielder with Nunes, who's a player who was obviously coveted by big clubs across Europe. A little bit more of an unknown in terms of Kalajdzic, who's obviously got a good scoring record in Germany, but also a bit of an injury record. So we don't quite know how that one's going to work out. But yeah, I mean, just those two boxes being ticked, I think you'd have to say is a successful window. And then I guess the other signings were probably a bit more kind of investment driven almost. That you've replaced older centre backs with Nathan Collins on a 5-year contract, who's unless it goes spectacularly wrong, is going to give you a lot more resale value than the people is replacing. And the same with Gonzalo Guedes, who essentially, I guess, is the replacement for Morgan Gibbs-White, who so you've replaced a guy on a 2-year contract who was showing no signs of extending it with an international player on a 5-year contract who's giving you more resale value. So yeah, you'd have to say with a couple of caveats, which is they have left themselves a little bit short of cover at the back, certainly experience cover at the back. And we don't quite know how Traore is going to work out, but they've clearly watched him and they clearly like him. So I think with those two caveats, you'll have to say it's been a really successful window all in all.
Any of you boys got any questions for Steve?
Yeah, Steve. Hello, mate. With the money that the club have spent, do you think that buys Bruno a little bit more time? Look, the results haven't been great. It's only 5 games in, but pressure already seems to start to be building. Do you think the fact that they have backed him so much means he's probably got more credit in the bank than most fans feel?
I'll answer that this way. I don't sense at the moment that there's any kind of appetite for making a change, and I think that's almost kind of irrespective of the transfer business. I think they're conscious that he's trying to dramatically change the playing style, which he obviously tried to do last season, and then had to row back on it a little bit. I don't think they want to sack him. I don't think they will sack him, whatever happens on Saturday. But clearly, if it goes badly on Saturday and then the next 4 games go badly, however much the club don't want to make a change, the pressure then starts to mount, doesn't it? And in 2022, it's not like it was 25 years ago. Yes, they've backed him in terms of bringing in the type of player he wants, and yes, he would have had a say in all the signings that came in. He would have signed off on them all. But ultimately, managers don't sign players anymore, do they? Clubs sign players with a manager's input. So I don't think that the signings and the transfer business will make a massive difference to his future. But I do think his future at the moment, the club don't seem to have any appetite for making a change. I think they're going to give him as much time as they possibly can to get it right, and then clearly, if in 7-8 games time they're still banging trouble, then they're going to have to make a decision then, aren't they?
Yeah. Sorry, I was going to say, Dave. What were the obviously with the game yesterday, Steve? What was sort of the atmosphere like with Wolves fans? We saw a little bit on Twitter about it being a little bit toxic and Bruno not going over to the fans and Nathan Collins going over and getting a little bit of a barrage of, whatever you want to call it, a bit of stick from the Wolves fans. What was the feeling inside the ground from the Wolves end?
Hard to say because we were right over the other side, so we could see the Wolves fans, but we couldn't really hear them other than the odd isolated chant that just happened to kind of come at a quiet moment. There were clearly calls for substitutions, so that there was at no point did they personally turn on Bruno Lage, but they made their feelings known pretty clearly about the need for substitutions, and then there were some boos at the end, fairly audible ones. So yeah, I would say muted kind of noises of discontent, but nothing kind of overly serious at this stage.
It's going to be interesting. I think the pressure is on a little bit for Saturday, but like you said, Steve, I think they'll give him time. I think he's got his striker now. They're not just going to give him one game and that's it. I think they'll give him time with that as well. But on the flip side,
I think if you just logic, and I've covered other clubs in the past where they've made managerial changes at the wrong time, and it's got so even if I'm talking hypothetically here, because I don't sense that there is any appetite to make a change, but even if there was, probably after Saturday wouldn't be the time to do it, because do you want to bring in a new manager and give him that run of 4 games to start with, which in all likelihood is going to puncture any kind of bubble of momentum before he even gets started. You may as well give Bruno those 4 games in the hope that Wolves pull off a result and turn it around a little bit, and if they don't, then you make a call at that point.
Any other questions, lads?
Steve, what do you think is going to happen with the striker situation? I know that, and I think that Jimenez, his time is at least up for now, and he's taken out the firing line. Do you think we could see a start from Kolodicic from the beginning on Saturday, or do you still think he'll feature from the bench to start with?
My hunch is that from the bench, but it's only a hunch, because unless you're at the training ground and you're talking to him and you're seeing him play or seeing him train, I should say, you're not going to have a clear idea of just how ready he is. I mean, I guess Raul's form has been so poor that if you looked at Kalajdzic and thought, yeah, this guy's ready, then you probably would throw him in. But unless you're inside the camp, it's hard to answer that question, really.
Yeah, I mean, we like what we say. It's the striker that Bruno's been after, that type of profile anyway, a big, strong centre forward. So we shall see. Lads, any other questions before we let Steve go? I know how busy you are, Steve, so do thanks for coming on.
No problem.
No, wonderful. Go on in, Dave. See you later, mate.
Thank you.
Steve, appreciate that.
Cheers, Steve. Bye-bye, mate.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Steve Madeley.
I'd like to apologise, by the way, to so I don't know what was going on in the chat with that Paul earlier, and he was making out that we were spurring on comments, which obviously wasn't the case. I've timed you out, Paul, and obviously people that are still upset that we were laughing at the Tom Parker comparison. I do apologise to Tanguy once again before people take it out of context even further. He's any other transfer? Oh my word. Villa have rejected another bid from Arsenal for Douglas Luiz, 25 million. There we go. There's a good. You there, Matt? You going? I'll take him out if he's not there. There's a good image here. I'll probably post it on the Twitter in a minute. Of ball progression. Share the screen. Just there. Ball progression versus ball winning under 23 central midfielders in Europe's top 5 leagues. A minimum of 10 90 minutes played. And as you can see there, this square is obviously where you want to be, and Boubacar Traore is right there. Look, alongside the likes of Chouameni, who's obviously a little bit higher, now playing for Real Madrid. Tonali's in there. Check the Correa Wolves were linked with. Sambi Lokonga at Arsenal. So some good company in there.
What do you think is then? Because I know it's probably the Wolves fan in me, but like for example, with him, how have we been able to be like the only club interested to sort of negotiate? Why is no one else? It's same with like Kaladzic. I know Bayern Munich were linked, but is it the injury record that's worried people there, and we've taken the risk? And then I wonder what the thing is with it. If the company that he's keeping there, why no one else has looked for him? It's strange.
That's interesting. There's some good players on there as well. Higher than Jude Bellingham, obviously. You know, levels to this. Oh yeah, Shiv, I've just seen it. I'll put it on Twitter. I'll put it on the Talking Wolves Twitter in a second for you. Any other? I'm surprised that there's not more sort of 23s news. We saw that Christian Marquez had gone to Forest Green, League One, which I think is a good move, Jord. He's a player that had a lot of promise. Seemed to have quieted down the last year or so. Had a rubbish loan spell at Family Cow in Portugal. It's probably a good level for him, especially playing like back four football in League One.
Yeah, I think so. And they're a club on the up, aren't they, as well, Forest Green, and obviously got promoted last season. He probably needs some minutes, needs some game time. He was one of the ones that was quite highly touted under the Nuno regime of coming out of and maybe progressing into that first team squad. It hasn't quite happened for him. It may never happen for him at Wolves, but I do think Forest Green's a good place for him to go and play his football. It'll be quite interesting now to see if he's got to go full vegan, because I think that is still the thing, isn't it? At Forest Green, I think they go on full vegan diets in the
Something like that. There's some mad stuff. Yeah,
I watched some program they done on Sky Sports, and they're all really strict to it. So, yeah, I think it's a good move. Like I say, they're a club on the up, from what I know of them and little of it. They play some decent football. Rob Edwards was manager there, wasn't he, as well? He's the
last year, went to Watford,
So, yeah, look, it's a good move for him, and I'm sure that they might have been on the list when Rob Edwards was at Forest Green as someone that they could look at for League One as well. So, yeah, hopefully he goes there and has a good spell there.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs a big spell. Just having a look at, obviously someone's mentioned Chem Campbell there. I think Chem Campbell would say, I think he would really benefit from a loan deal. But I think they probably won't. Sky were the ones that broke it, Matt. Sky were the ones that broke the Traore deal.
Yeah, but they are, to be fair, it's not coming up on Sky, like whether we're just not important. I mean, Billy Gilmore's medical is coming up. But
who's he joining? Sorry, Billy Gilmore. Brighton, was it?
Brighton, yeah.
On loan or permanent?
10 million permanent, yeah.
Wow. I'm just going to I'm going to post this graphic if one of you want to take the show. All right, no one jump, no one will rush. Where you been, Matt?
I just might went to go and get a drink because
where is it?
Yeah, it's gone.
So need a bit of a time out. Need a little toilet break, and we're back again. Should we fire the deal or no deal up again?
Fine.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So the premise of this one is we've got these players here, but what the banker offers us is what we'd get in transfer kitty for next season. It goes from 1 penny to £250 million. So, it's a big one. It's a big one. Right then. Do you want another one? Here we go then. Here we go. I can't. Hello.
Is this the real Michael?
Hello, mate.
Michael.
Might get a bit of Jason Guy at some point. I don't think many people know who Jason Guy is, though. Put in the live.
Someone did tweet me and say they preferred the Firmino.
Yeah, well, someone put in if people know who Jason Guy is, then put it in the chat, and if there's enough people who want the impression, I'll do it. But yeah, so yeah, let's fire up the deal or no deal. I can't see the chat, by the way, lads, so you'll have to let me know. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Right then. Get someone to pick a next number that comes in the chat is the box we take. But I can't see it, so you'll have to let me know what it is.
First number, come on. Jason Denier, by the way. Number 1 is the first number, Matt. I don't think it's going to happen, Luke.
Cool. So let's do 6 cases. I'll start with you, Dave. Pick a number, mate.
I'm just going with the ones in the chat as well. Number 6.
Like number 6. Hope it's a blue.
It's better, but there's worse.
It's okay.
Yeah, 22.
No.
Utter.
Hurts every time we lose him.
It does. Cannot Sancho. I'm going to go bold.
18.
Yay! Take that.
Don't mind it.
I'll take that. It is. It's a blue.
17.
Good luck, Jordan.
I'm just following the chat, to be honest with you. There we go.
That's
Zedal,
bottom of the Reds.
back.
The likelihood of what the centre back thing, Denier just it's gone quiet on there. And Liam Keane said he didn't think it was happening. With regards to free agents, it's not like it used to be where you could just sign players whenever for a free agency. Squad registrations have to be in by tomorrow. So pretty much when the deadline is done, it's done. So that's it. And at the moment, it's all quiet. One of the guys that broke the news is what I messaged earlier, and he said there's nothing in it at the minute. So
thanks, Fabrizio. Can we have a number, please?
I think 26.
You know what? I was just looking on because someone's got a.
Wee!
Oh, that'll do. Just got Traore's percentiles up, and I was going to pick if his lowest number. He doesn't have a number that's like his lowest percentile is 27. It's not even a number on here. He's a beast. Look at this.
Beast.
Just greens.
Something beast.
12.
Greens everywhere.
12, Matt.
Thanks, mate. Gives chance.
Right. Rodney.
Todger Ronson.
We got left.
We haven't. We've got a.
Oh yeah.
What we got after?
So on the phone, is
5
Gorgan
million.
Chow saying, "This is what we're going to give you for the transfer kitty for next season, but you won't end up with a player."
I think it's going to be high. We got rid of free.
What do you reckon, lads? Because it's between a penny and 250 million.
5 mil.
No,
25 million.
I reckon about 30 mil.
I'll go 18,
him.
18 mil.
Oh, there's a fly in it. They say flies.
25.
18 million.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow. Finn is the banker.
What do you call him?
name Finn Morris, young man?
What?
No deal. And we will crack on with that
It's gone quick the last hour, to be fair.
in a bit.
That's crime for half of it.
Oh.
Well, no, man.
Oh, what happened?
Well, do you want to carry on? Because I was like, we're going to have.
I don't know, because normally when you chuck it off, it breaks.
No, it's still going. Still going.
Oh, okay. Someone just messaged me saying, "Can you get Matt to his bib impression?" I'm going to say he's already done it. We can't be doing that. every 10
Have a look
minutes.
on Twitter.
There
You'll
was
find
a
it.
few. There was a few people who said the Jason Guy one. To be fair, in the chat, in the comments when you had the game on.
Oh my word,
I don't think many people know who he is. So
he is. They do. Jason's the
the thing is, and I said to Jason, every time I take the piss out of you or do an impression, I will donate to one of your charities. But it's costing me a fortune. It's costing me an absolute fortune. So if someone wants to chuck a fiver in or something, then I'll do it because it's not coming out of my wallet.
Mm.
No matter how good it is, I'm not doing it.
Let's talk about signings. Nathan Collins, Finley. Talk to me. What you're thinking about him so far?
Looked mostly good. I felt, especially in the Bournemouth game, he slowed. I know he's a centre half; it's not really his job, but he slowed a lot of things down. And most of the team did. But as I've said, very tall. And And that partnership, I think, when they're so young, you got the perfect balance with a left and a right. It rolls off the tongue, Kilman Collins. That's probably not what they were going for. Would have signed him regardless of the name. But no, yeah, I'm really happy with him. I think ticks a homegrown box as well, which we struggle in our squad. So there's not really anything to dislike there, really. I've been pretty convinced by him so far. And of the three, I mean, I know Ben Mee started well at Burnley, but if I could have taken one of those three when the Vultures sort of circled on Burnley, I think he'd have been my pick. So yeah, got a good. You could have 10 years of that partnership. I know in football that won't happen, but very promising. Very happy with that one. Decent fee, especially when you look at the fees later on in the window for players. So yeah, pretty happy overall.
Definitely. This is a good question by Shiv. Would you prefer to sign Renato, Boubacar Kamara, and Saleta Sarr last year, or Nunez, Collins, and Boubacar Traoré from this window, Jord?
I think the upside of Nunez, yeah, and I'm a big fan of Nathan Collins. I'd have to say with this window, to be honest with you, I think that Renato Sanchez is a very good player, talented player, but he very much has a very similar profile. Say similar profile. Like I've always, that Swansea spell for me always give me a little bit of seed of doubt with Renato Sanchez. And he's obviously grown up from then and become a better player, and no doubt he'll do well at PSG. But for me, yeah, like Nunez, Collins, and like I say, I can't profess to know too much about Bouba, but everything we're seeing and hearing about and watching on YouTube seems to be really positive. So yeah, definitely that one for me.
Sanchez is never fit as well.
No.
Never ever. He plays probably 2/3 of a season, but I like Kamara as well. I do like Boubacar Kamara. And Saleta Sarr's a good player, but it's hard, isn't it? Yeah, but it's hard because like Traoré could be a world beater, but we don't know, do we? So I think only time will tell you. Ask us in 3 months, and we'll
yeah, if you remember, Shiv.
We're
sorry, I honestly expected with the move to the back four, we would have some serious teething issues, and it's not been flawless, but they've been extremely good so far. I think Collins and Kilman together, extremely good, and we all know defensively isn't so much the issues; it's just going forward at the minute. So,
yeah, I think
crossed.
They complement each other really well, don't they? It's very lazy to say, one right footer, one left footer, but they're both ball playing centre half. They're both physical, strong, good on the ball, and like I say, I don't mean to put a foot wrong. I know, granted, people say Collins was at fault for that Spurs goal. It happened too quick for me, and say it's completely on him. But what I've seen so far, I think they could become in folklore as Wolves' best centre half partnership we've had in a very, very long time. I think they're that good.
Agreed.
Everyone's asking about Denayer. It's not happening. Not in a minute.
As far as we're aware, it's not happening. No, still all quiet on that. I asked somebody to keep me updated on it as well, and I've not heard anything from this morning, so who knows? Do you think he's better than Cody? David, defensively, the two centre-backs are definitely better than Cody. For sure. We'll try. This is a good point, actually. We'll try to play for the under-23s occasionally or fully be in the first team.
Nah.
He might do, though, seriously, because even Vitinha did, to be honest. I know that was under Nuno. Fabio Silva did a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
We might do. If the international break and he doesn't go, to keep him fit, to keep him sharp, it may well happen.
Adel Tarap's just been released from his contract at Benfica. Does anyone fancy it?
Well, how come? I thought he was doing all right.
Pedro Sepulveda, aka Bruno Fernandes.
Just because he gets special cards on FIFA Fin doesn't mean he's doing all right, son.
Yeah, Rubikov's proposed full payment on the contract, but if the player signs for a club, the future salary will be deducted from the debt of Benfica. Benfica tries to terminate, so.
Bamba Dieng has just failed his niece medical.
You're joking.
Tricky.
Oh my days.
Tricky.
45 minutes to go. Or Leeds just found another 30 grand to put on top of his wage packet.
Probably.
Tremendous.
You know what? You know what's funny? I've probably had about 1,100 tweets in the last couple of weeks saying that I support a dusted club, hold this L, fat ratio, and Neto is signing for Arsenal. All that.
What are they calling you a
still-
ratio?
Huh?
You're trying to watch your weight as well.
So it's nice to have him staying at Molyneux. I know he's been out of sorts recently, but the amount of Arsenal fans that are on Twitter going at Dave and I is ridiculous. And our tweets were just stating the obvious. We knew what we were doing. We 100% knew what we were doing. But it was got told he wants to move to a big club, dusted club, bus stop in Birmingham, yada yada. So, what do you guys think of Neto? Mark's asked, do you think the 50 million price tag has changed? I think they want more than that.
It's weird because ever since the rumours have come about, he's not being his normal self. I think pre-season we were talking about it on the podcast when he was fantastic, but he doesn't look fantastic if I'm completely honest at the moment. But I'm hoping it's just something that's going to click. I tested the goalkeeper a couple of times against Newcastle, got in some decent positions. I didn't think he was great last night, but there were people commenting saying that they thought he was probably one of our better players. I think when he swapped to the left with Aït-Nouri next to him, he looked a little bit better. But I still think he needs some improvement. But you know what? I'm taking him out my FPL tomorrow, so I can guarantee he scores on Saturday.
I don't think it changed him. I think like towards the end of last season he looked better, but from what I remember, he was playing on the left. So that
he had one spell where the game. I think the first game he started after his injury played on the right, and I thought he looked dreadful because he was playing as a winger. Whereas if he's left-footed, right? If you're playing him on the right, you want him cutting inside as an inside forward. He was just playing too wide, and he just wasn't doing anything with it. So if you got to play him on the right, I think you got to play him, slightly more inside, cutting in and so on as well.
Louis Sliders, that's what would our lineup be for the weekend?
I've just done the preview actually. Obviously, it's already on the channel. I might be able to get the video up actually, not the actual full video, just my lineup. One sec, if I can get a bit of animation on the stream. He won't play. So I went with Sarr.
Tanguy's back. Tanguy said Neto hasn't looked great this season. Seems to have lost that spark. Tom, you have absolutely no idea what's just going to happen in the last hour. Please ask someone, I don't know, on Wolves Football Twitter what has happened, and then you'll
don't set me off again, of course.
Going back to the lineup, I would go Aït-Nouri, Collins, Kilman, Semedo, Nunez, Neves, Neto, Podence, Gedge, Sasha, Kalajdzic.
Jord.
Sarr, Semedo, Collins, Kilman, Aït-Nouri, Neves, Nunez, Guedes, Podence. Oh, this is tough. Neto, probably. And I'll go with Sasa up front.
Hey, same as my team.
There you go.
Beautiful.
I'd do exactly the same, but I want Guedes in the 10, not Podence. I know they rotate anyway, but I just want to see it a bit more.
I would go Jose Sarr in goal from left to right. Left to right. Aït-Nouri, Kilman, Collins, Semedo, Nunez, Neves. Then I would have Guedes on the left, Podence in the middle, Traore on the right, and Sasa up top. I'd play Traore.
We all know Raul starting, don't we?
Absolutely, and it's going to be unchanged probably. I thought Aït-Nouri when he came on was very good though.
He was because he was actually trying to join in with the attack, wasn't he? And he actually tried to make stuff happen. As much as I love Johnny, isn't it? Yeah, as much as I love Johnny.
Natural left side, sorry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you almost need to have if you're playing Johnny left back, I feel like you need Neto left wing. So you've almost got it's the straight line thing we were talking about on the podcast, isn't it? You almost need you can't have two right footers on the left hand side because everything just naturally comes inside and comes into all the traffic. And I think if you've got Aït-Nouri left back, you play Guedes out there. And I think if you play Johnny left back, I'd put Neto out there and just give yourself that natural width, one way or the other.
Burnley have just put a tweet out, and I feel like they've been watching our deadline day stream. Dave, I'll just put it in the chat. Maybe you want to.
Yeah, I can get it up one sec.
Yeah.
And then I'll get the video on.
What's Tom Park saying? Don't worry, mate. To catch up on the timeline. Dedicated watching this back at 6
In
a.m.
Brendan
Tom,
Rodgers just chucked the board under the bus, by the way.
it's tricky.
what's he said? Thanks for watching,
One in
Tom,
the
mate. Hope
accent.
you're enjoying yourself in Japan.
In
mate.
the accent, Dave.
I cannot do the Northern Irish accent, mate. I tell you that. Maybe in a minute. This is it, but it's not going to have sound, obviously. But this is their announcement. This is Finn when Tanguy was on, crying. No signing, new signing.
Mate, you could tell that these have all been like pushed back by Sean Dyche before, and now he's gone.
Yeah, there's that.
Who's Bayer?
It's the German centre back, I think, is it?
There's Steve Mailey, no?
Oh my word!
Well,
Tremendous.
apparently, Fabrizio Romano said that Leeds are backing for a winger. They've tried to sign before.
gonna
On
be
live.
Oh my word! If it's where's he said
Don't
that?
go
then?
to bed yet. On his live stream, I think, not on Twitter, which is convenient.
I'm still waiting for our.
Arsenal has asked, would you sell Fabio Silva next window for club put 35 to 40 million pound? I wouldn't. Well, if it meant keeping like Neves or someone, yeah. But
40 mil, I'd sell.
Jord?
I think I'd sell as well. As much as I love him, and I want it to work for him. I think if someone offers you, if you can break even on him, you take it, don't you? Because we haven't seen. Well, he's been thrown in, and he hasn't really done it. Has he in a Wolves shirt? As much as I want him to, he hasn't. So I would love to keep him. I would really love to keep him. But I think if someone offers you 40 mil, you sell.
Dave and I are we're actually going to watch him play against Charleroi in about a month's time. We're going over to Brussels to go and watch him. So it should be fun. Sod's law, we won't get a ticket or he won't fucking play.
He'll be injured by.
But if not, we'll just go on the piss in Belgium. It's whilst the West Ham game's on, so we'll still be doing the Dave will still be doing the match review. Not sure about the fans' reaction. We'll be able to see you scream by 7 o'clock in the evening. Rowdy tomorrow. Ryan Bennett has terminated his contract at Swansea, according to the chat.
Get him in. What was he? Wouldn't it be funny if Max Kilman made it and Conor Cody didn't?
Makes you think, doesn't it? Do you boys actually think like we're missing a Cody-like figure? Not Conor Cody, but a Cody, a shouty,
Like a leadership, almost someone. Well, that's why I think Dawson would have been decent. But I think Collins has got that temperament. I think it's a lot better behind the scenes than people realise. I think, Neves, Matinho, they know what they're talking about. They know what they're saying. I don't know. I don't necessarily think we're missing them. But that's what the press will want us to think.
Another player who's been linked with Wolves previously has found a new club. Ethan Ampadu has signed for Spezia. So back in Italy. Must like it over there. Yeah.
Getting a good
pizza and loves of pasta.
Big news coming out of Benfica. Adel Taratti set to stay at the Stadium of Light.
Stadium of Light.
Massive.
That's what it's called, isn't it?
Yeah.
The stadium. Yeah. I don't know what the Estadio.
It's Sunderland.
Stadio de Luz, isn't it?
Yes, Estadio de Luz.
I've been there. What a stadium.
De Luz.
Can I show you a picture
I'd love to see
of me at the stadium, obviously?
Oh, yeah.
Did I favourite it? Because I sent it to... Yeah, here we go. If you played FM, you know.
Freddie Adu. Didn't he have a slash on the pitch once?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's already had a slash. He was some American youngster. Should we get back into Deal or No Deal?
That's probably Josie Altidore, isn't it? Do you find Nunes underwhelming so far? Is that just me?
A little bit.
Unbelievable at Preston, but yeah, but he's got a bunch of clowns around him at the minute.
Someone's asking about Ask K. I've seen a lot of people talking about sacking of Lodge. What do you guys think? Last night I was thinking, I feel like his time's up. Today, once I've calmed down a bit, I don't think it's as bad as I first thought. We're all football fans. We all think emotionally, but unless we get a reaction on Saturday, then I think it may become untenable. We've had Liam Keane on tonight, and we've had Steve Madeley on, and they don't think they're in any position where the club are thinking about sacking him. So regardless of that, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But it's hard to see, when you go on a run of form like this, considering last season, taken into account this season, you very rarely see a manager bounce back from it. So, yeah, that's my take on it.
I just had two people tag me in the tweet, and I thought, here we go, we'd link with someone. The tweet is Ryan Bennett has cancelled his contract at Swansea.
Would you take him back as cover?
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Matt would.
I think he would, yeah.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't. Do you want? Okay, all right. Well, no more questions, lads.
If you want to cough up the other 25, 30 million, Luke, possibly.
Yeah. He's not going to go cheap, is he? And he's having an unbelievable start to the season.
Yeah.
When we were first linked with him, I was.
That's what you say about Kessie, man. What a baller.
Very reluctant. What a freaking guy, by the way. When we saw the first link about Ramos, I thought it's another Fabio Silva. No. But he's actually starting to do it on the big stage now. So
who is the nichest Wolves Academy footballer that you thought was going to be an absolute baller?
Niche.
Just never made it. Like a name that everyone's going to go, oh my god. Or anyone over a certain age.
Stephen Gleeson.
Gleeson.
Yeah.
Remember Albert Torres? We signed him from Barcelona.
Who was that other Spanish striker a couple of years ago that was good on? He had 3 names. He was good on Football Manager.
Remember. Eric Bougarin.
No, I don't. I can't remember.
For Wolves.
Yeah. Oh, I can't remember his name. Used to kill it for me on, like Football Manager 18.
There's two. They signed Hugo Bueno and Eric Bougarin together. And obviously Hugo Bueno did well.
Oh, I forgot his name.
Benny Ashley Seal.
Dominic Iorfa, what a shout. The boy.
Yeah, but these like broke into the first team. I'm talking about Ibrahim Keita, is who I was thinking of. Remember Kenny Jackett wanted to sign him a new deal and he refused because he thought he was better, and then he ended up playing for Shamrock Rovers.
Oh, that's another shout as well. Torres
Crespo. That was him. Torres Crespo. That's probably who you on about, Finn.
You want about? Was it Guilherme Finkler, the Brazilian?
That was like FMO 03.
Didn't he score a free kick against Hensford Town or someone? For the under 21s, wherever it was.
He probably is.
Definitely Spanish. 3 names, Finn, and he played for Wolves. You're on about
Yeah, he was Spanish. He was definitely Spanish. I don't know if he's any good in real life. Just remember him on Football Manager 18.
Ena Bakari, Sylvain Deslandes, or Daylon, as the French say.
Yeah, Sylvain Daylon. He played a couple of games, didn't he? Mark Davis is a big one. He obviously went on to Bolton, but
he was the one that, he was.
We can't recall Fabio Taj, by the way. We can't recall him.
And he has dipped a bit recently, Fabio.
Rafael Neuer. Oh, mate, imagine if they announced a Neves contract extension. I reckon tomorrow they could. Carlos Edwards was good, but he was about 35 when he played for Wolves.
He was an absolute baller back in the day, though, wasn't he?
Yeah. He did well for Wolves and got recalled, didn't he? For Sunderland.
Yeah, because I swear he was on that photo when we beat Derby 3-2 away when we came up. I think he might have been hugging. Was he playing that game?
I don't know, because I thought he would have been recalled by then. I thought he was there the year before.
I thought he was in the season we went up in the champ. I could be wrong.
I've got one for you. And he did play for Wolves.
Don't say Roberto Martinez.
Louis Goburn.
Yeah.
And Oscar, his brother or cousin.
Yeah.
Oscar
Yeah.
Lovren as well. Yeah.
I remember he played against Sheffield Wednesday, I think, at home. Leon Clark scored as well, and he was unbelievable.
Elliot Bennett,
Yeah, there's Kyle plays as well, still, doesn't
Kyle
he?
Bennett. Yeah, there you go. Kim Mose just said it. Some good names here.
Here's one for you, Finn. Where's it gone?
Shoot.
Traore only 66 on FIFA, so can't be that good.
Oh,
Sell him.
man.
Sell him. Same with like Denayer or Dawson. I was like, Denayer all day is better on FIFA.
Do you think, George? Do you think we should get Pochettino in before he snaps up?
I'm trying to work that's is that Maurizio Pochettino or is that Pinocchio? I'm trying to work out what the spelling is. If you get Pochettino, like, absolutely, but come on, we're not playing Football Manager, are we? Like, he's in a different hemisphere to Wolves in terms of manager.
Villa fans reckon I'll get him though.
Yeah, but they still live in like 1980, whatever it was, 1982 in it or whatever. I think they're a big club still. Utter wank.
What's the latest time you have to announce a signing?
So you have to basically put the paperwork. Well, you got to get a deal sheet in by 11, and then you've got like an extra 2 hours, I think, to get the deal confirmed. So it could go up to about 1 a.m. But we're definitely not staying live till 1 a.m.
This striker was called Jose Javier. I've literally never heard of him playing for Wolves, but yeah, Xavier. I remember him on Football Manager. Did he ever kick a ball for? He was 20 in 2018. He was good on Football Manager, but I
do not remember him. He
No,
played
me
for
neither.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Jose Nuno, Rodriguez Javier.
4 names.
2017, he joined Wolves on a 1-year deal.
I don't remember.
Anthony Ford was like meant to be a half decent player, wasn't
He
he?
signed the same day as Ming Yang.
He had better potential than Goncalves as well in Football Manager 2018.
Wolves are also like to announce signing of Jose Nuno, Rodriguez. I've never heard of that bloke in my life.
No.
The promotion season, yeah. I remember him scoring a few in the Championship for me.
Sam Winnell as well. Remember Sam Winnell?
Sam Winnell.
Yeah.
Go for Wolves. Jose Javier. He scored for the 21s.
Ashley Hemmings.
Yeah, Ashley Hemmings was a good ball, you know. He's playing for Kiddie now, isn't he?
I think he's left now, but he played in the FA Cup for Kiddie, didn't he, against West Ham?
Mm.
He used to have
He
Ashley
still plays
Hemmings.
for him, apparently, according to Wikipedia, yeah.
Wrexham have a few of our ones, don't they? As well, like McAlinden Record. He's got another one as well.
Daniel Jones as well.
And
Yeah,
Jones
he's,
was good. Nathan Rooney, centre mid.
Rooney. James
Spray. He was pretty highly rated. Who's one? This isn't a dig, George. You'll know the striker that played in the playoff final.
Proudlock.
Yeah,
Adam Proudlock.
I've tried to look to try and find him to get him on a podcast as well.
Well, yeah, I was watching Johnny Gorman. Remember Johnny Gorman?
Yeah. He's the Irish lad, wasn't he? He was pretty highly rated as well.
Where did we sign Mark Clyde from? Did he come through the academy?
Yeah. Zelly is obviously an obvious one, Zelly Ishmael.
Yeah, Pedro Neto is a goat. Keeps on wanting us to say Bayer Leverkusen centre forward, Eric Schön. I mean, it's not even close.
How have you felt for that? How have you just felt for
that? I mean, it doesn't. I mean, if you want to send some in and try and catch us out, then absolutely. I was watching that Arsenal Fan TV one with Robbie.
I watched it again today, man.
It's like a 5-minute compilation of
Mike Ox.
There's a good one on
Mo Lester, bloody hell.
on James Alcott's one, and someone was called Rubber Miner. That was, and then he like read it and was like, "Oh shit, it's a good one." Good. We've got some Fabio Silva news. Anderlecht hooligans have apologised and collected money for an iconic pub in Brussels that they've destroyed. The pub wasn't our target. If we'd encountered young boys hooligans somewhere else, the pub would not have been destroyed.
I was waiting for them to like donate because they battered Fabio Silva or something. I don't know.
No. Well, it's just his club, so just be careful when you're out there.
What's their like? What's their culture like in terms of the terrorist culture? Is it like the rest of like Europe, or I'm not too clued up about Belgian football.
They are.
Me neither.
They are mad. Whoa!
I was just about to get him up, mate. Yeah.
Whoa!
Dave's a specialist there. Tell him. I'm telling him. Tell him, lad. Chief said serious bods. Thank you, Mrs. Hotel.
Oh wait, where's it gone?
They drink 10% lagers. What do you think? Bloody hell, Dave's just cancelled his flights.
I've swapped the side. So this is actually a signed Bjorn Sigurdarsson shirt. You won't be able to see the print, but it says "To Dave from your favourite neighbour, Bjorn." It's a match ball Bjorn Sigurdarsson shirt.
Mate, he was meant to be an unbelievable player when we signed him. I was so excited.
I remember I actually spoke to him. I spoke to him the day Solback and got sacked, and he said he was scared because he didn't think he would impress any manager. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, he tweeted me once as well. He never followed me. I said, thanks, Bjorn. Let me try and find the tweet, actually.
Bless him. Should we get back onto the deal or no deal?
Yeah, let me just find the tweet.
Okay. Just before Steve Cooper calls me phone and asks me to sign Forest.
I don't know what this was about. Oh my god, this is 2013, so you can see that was a little beg as well. I asked him for a follow below it. I don't know. He said your limo. It wasn't even my limo. I was like, what's going on?
What was your tweet before?
No, I didn't even tweet.
Oh man, as if you've asked Worth a follow then.
I'm turning it off. I'm stopping. It was 9 years ago, right?
Worth a follow. They're not even. Thanks, Bjorn. Not my limo. Good luck, mate. Could you follow me back? Just put Worth a follow.
Yeah.
Right then, let's get it up, and I'll share my screen.
All the documents have been signed for the Traore deal.
Uber.
We'll have our next guest on in five minutes or so.
Apparently, a 3-year deal is still on the table for Jason Denier. I'm trying to find out the source of that.
The source says they made the fuck up.
Your pussy belongs to me.
Oh, right then. Numbers, please.
Oh, 21.
What's 9 plus 10?
Oh my god.
Bed. Mocking it.
We'll go actual 9 plus 10, 19. This is going to be a low. This is going to be Bonatini.
Leo Bonatini.
Oh, it is low.
No, but it's not the one we want, man.
It's not the one.
It's not the booby prize. This is not
Get it! Yeah, this was a shout by the way. David Molly. He was unbelievable on Football Manager back in the day.
Who?
David Molly.
Don't know who that is.
I'll show you. But the thing is, it was one of them that I searched and I could never find it on Google.
Whoa. What's come up on the comments? Is that Shiv's burner? Has he gone back to? Has he gone to his?
What's it?
As a hello, everyone. Whoa.
Wow, what a goal. Number one.
Wow, whoa.
20, please, Matt.
What do you see there?
2-0.
Thanks, mate. Oh my god, it's
one of our friends.
Double.
Steve.
Miley! Going 13. I'm going to go bold. Oh my god, we're after a flyer.
Clearing out the Blues.
These are going to be a huge transfer budget.
One more. 16.
His mom still buys his trousers.
That bro's got padding.
Oh my god!
My word, what's going on? This
Star have gone.
Wiped out in one foul swoop. Oh my days!
I think we take this offer. Deal or no deal doesn't get better than this.
Any questions in the chat? I mean, numbers in the chat. This has got to be huge. We're talking
20.
Oh no!
12 mil. You can
stingy.
sling it. Hair match.
Relegation bonus. I love it.
11 is the next one, Matt.
11. I have got like tense music in my ear, so apologies if I can't hear. 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
no.
is Manchester United. Oh, that's not too
Oh, balloon. Number 8.
Boing.
Oh,
my
Dave.
gosh.
Mark
That
Roden.
was a chat. That was Mark Roden.
I might just smash into someone to make me feel better.
Someone just said I'm the cutest of all time. Cheers, Adam.
Someone said, "Do not pick 25." So let's do it.
Now pick it because he thought that was Ronaldo.
Oh right. Oh, sound. Bernardo Silva.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
sure,
the
there
second
it is.
highest one.
I want to break my monitor.
Number two. Number two.
Number two.
Number two.
Number two. Hope it's a blue, Jord. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Oh my
We don't want him
god.
anyway. He's a fucking no. Don't matter.
I reckon about £4 million.
It's going to be lost. 9.
No.
How?
How much?
We'll leave it there.
2.5. Trying to get some
Leave it there,
updates
that's all
on
good.
because I think a few people are retweeting Arsenal accounts that said Pedro Neto will be a Wolves player at the end of the window.
A Wolves
See
player.
Neves, Manchester United one. Arsenal player. Sorry.
It's okay, mate. You want mistakes. It's all about how you come back from them.
Let's see if there's any update on Boubacar Traore as well. Oh, you got your guest here, Matt.
Have we? Have we? Well, we've had some wonderful guests on tonight from the likes of Luke Bennett to Liam Keane, Steve Madeley, but we've got the creme de la creme. We've got Nathan Judah, everybody.
Come on!
How you doing, mate?
Which sadistic individual designed transfer deadline day the night after that dreadful 0-0? One of the worst games I've seen for a long time. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Got in, like I said, I got in about 1:30 last night. Cheeky EastEnders and Coronation Street because the adrenaline was still going, and then slipped into bed at 3, then up at 8. So it's win-win-win, really. How are you boys?
I'm all right,
Keeping
mate.
well?
I probably don't let it feel as tired as you, but
It's fine. It's fine. Keane keeps me pumped. He keeps me ready. And I heard about all this. I didn't see it. But I heard about this Mets banter. And I heard you had him on. It's brilliant.
Oh, mate, we've had we've had everyone on tonight. We've had Luke Bennett on from TikTok. We've had Steve Madeley. We've had Liam. But you see that Liam's had that.
Who? Did you have to pay for it? Did you have to pay for Steve? Did you?
Yeah.
Nah, I've got contact.
Was it a paywall behind it? Did you have to subscribe?
We tried to get Alex Dickens on, but there's too many ads. We couldn't see him.
Hey, they're all coming out now.
Get Ad Blacker on, Dave. We'll get him on.
I love it. I'm going to open my first beer, boys, of the night. So
enjoy. Come on.
It's a Moretti, so it's not quite Madri, but it's fine.
It's up
It's
there.
fine. It was popular in 2020. It's all good. Right, cheers,
Yeah.
boys. Cheers,
Mate. Cheers. Yeah, we had
Cheers.
that account on that was going hammer and tongue with Liam, and he was
Yeah,
just.
I saw him when he came on. I mean, I was surprised he was allowed to stay up that late. It's school tomorrow morning, wasn't it?
Is that Liam or the Mets account? The lad who came on, he says, he said it wasn't him who'd been putting the tweets out. He wanted to distance himself from that. But he did say that he's a really good player, and Wolves have got a good player on their hands. So it definitely needed a midfielder there, didn't we, Nathan?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, look, it was funny, wasn't it? Because really, going into yesterday, you think that Wolves have turned it around from having a shocker a week before Benidorm window where people were ready to revolt to an absolute stormer. And you just worried that if they didn't get Kamara over the line, that they've left themselves open. I still think they have a little bit in central defence, but we'll probably come on to that in a little bit. But yeah, getting him, I think he's back up. He's obviously young, they've got a decent option on him. And if he looks fantastic, if you can see him, if he gets some decent minutes and he's looking the part, then I think that's a nothing fee, really, isn't it? Really, at this level and the way that money's been banged about these days. So I'm excited. I think it's worked. I think it's a good move. I did think Dendoncker needed
to go. But if they hadn't got any kind of a replacement, then it would have been a bit of a sickener, really. So I'm pleased that's worked out in the end.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think is going to happen with the centre back? I know we've obviously been linked with Denier, and apparently there's still a contract on the table. Do you think that's dead and buried now?
I mean, look at what they've got till how long tomorrow morning before they've got to register it.
Yeah.
I think it's gone. When you got Scare on the right side and Totti on the left, but look, I mean, Scare hasn't had a Premier League minute yet, so touch wood that these guys are going to be strong, because these two at the back look like absolutely one of the best partnerships I've seen, I think, and they've got them playing away. He worked really hard, Bruno, in Benidorm, and making sure that they could both defend in a four and completely change the technique, the way that they track back. And I think they both are excellent. But you do worry that if one of them picks up an injury, look, touch wood. I know Max had a bad injury towards the end of last season, didn't he? But they both look fit. They both look strong. Totti's done really well, but you've got to think that Totti was a bonus last year. He was overachieving, wasn't he? I don't think anyone thought too much of him. Hope for the best, but a young lad from Grasshoppers, and he obviously massively overachieved. But you can't expect him to come straight in, especially having no real first team football. The 21s is fine, or the 23s, but at the same time, you're not really getting up to speed with quality Premier League. To ask him to then go and fill in a Premier League game, it's a lot for a young kid. So let's hope that they stay fit, and maybe we see Totti in the FA Cup or some other games, the Carabao game that's going to be in November now, isn't it? But a little bit tried and tested before he comes in. But look, let's hope that these two stay fit, because there's no competition there, which maybe is a slightly disappointing aspect. But apart from the central defender, I mean, if they got Dawson in, for me it's an A+ window. It's an unbelievable window. I still think it's an excellent window. I still probably grade it an A-. I would say B+ without Boubacar. So probably an A- now. I mean, some of the players they've got to start performing on the pitch. Of course they do. It doesn't matter what the players they've got. They've got to start converting. But at the same time, some of the players that you're going to be seeing at Wolves Molyneux this season is fantastic.
We've spoken about this with Liam and Steve, and we've said that the club have obviously backed Bruno. They've brought in the players that he wants and that they want. Do you think that's going to give him, because of the money they've spent, a bit more credit in the bank that some fans may feel that he has?
I don't think for any. I don't think he's in any danger of losing his job whatsoever. And I think that talk about it. And I understand fans get frustrated, and Twitter can be a bit of a toxic place at times. But there was vocal disdain last night at Bournemouth with some of the changes he made. You could hear it for the first time vocally inside the stadium. Outside, it depends who you get, but inside there was definitely some frustration there. He's been given the tools now, and with that becomes expectation for me. Not only because he's got to play the formation that he likes, but he's got world-class players there, and he's kept the likes of Ruben Neves and Pedro Neto. And let's be honest, this group of players will probably only be together for one season, because more likely than not, the way the transfer window works is that one or two of these players, whether it be Neves or Neto or one of the others, will be gone next summer. So when you're talking about time and talking about patience, this is it now. This is an amazing starting 11, plus 3 or 4 very good backups. But they've got to start delivering on the pitch. And if the fans see all this and they see the back Bruno and they keep on going without it, if they don't beat Southampton on Saturday, and then you've got Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, West Ham, 4 your next 5, then you can understand it. You can understand the frustration. And look, they've played some beautiful football, but they've got to start scoring. They look great. I think it's a pleasure to watch them. But, in terms of clear-cut chances that we've seen this season in 5 games, I'm going to have to coin one of Dave's phrases here. It's been pretty gash. It's been up there. There's been no clear-cut chances, especially on the ground. There's been no real openings, apart from maybe Raul Jimenez last night, where you thought, they've got these goal-scoring chances. They look pretty in and around the box. But you've got to start making chances. And look, whether Sasha comes in and changes it, we could talk, and I'm sure the guys have talked about Raul Jimenez and looking at shadow of his former self. So maybe a change there, maybe a change in personnel, maybe getting Podence in, Nunes and Guedes getting more comfortable. You are going to see that. But, if they take one more game to bed in and you've got 4 of those next 5, you can play well in those next 4 or 5 games. You can still lose,
The Wolves have had the best opening fixtures these first 6 games, the easiest opening fixtures of any club in the Premier League. And if you don't convert in those games, then of course it'll eat you up very, very quickly. And that's the worry I've got with Bruno, because if he doesn't beat Southampton on Saturday, and then you have these teams to come up, and then they don't, they could play well and still lose, that's not going to appease the fans. So let's hope that they get the 3 points on Saturday. Let's hope it's a good performance, and I think that's fine. Credit in the bank when it comes to Fosun. I think he's got plenty. They're not going to back him like this and then completely take it away. But if it go 1-0 down against Southampton, or they get beat at Southampton, you will hear Molineux turn very, very quickly. And of course, you've got Jeff Shee in that box. You've got all these brilliant Portuguese talent there. And you're thinking, well, we're looking at the table and we're second, third, bottom here. What's going on? And then we've got X amount of, really difficult games. So it can change very, very quickly. And that's why I think Southampton is a massive game.
Yeah, I don't think what's helped as well is I don't think there's that real connection between Lage and the fans. With Nuno, look, I was one of the first to call for his head, and I still stand by that. But a lot of fans and even me, you connected with Nuno because you got those little sound bites, dreaming is for free, the fist bumps at the end of the match, whereas Bruno hasn't even come over to clap the fans last night by all accounts, and telling fans how to feel and act in the post-match press conference. It's not good. I mean, the least you can do is come over and clap the fans. You know how long it is to get down there and get back. It's a long way.
No, I completely agree. And look, the press conferences are frustrating sometimes because I feel like he wants to say stuff and maybe he goes overboard, and maybe it's a protective thing, but to protect his players. And I think realistically, he'd be pretty pissed off with the way that they played in certain transitions last night. But for me, if we're reporting that and we're asking him questions and he's defending the players, we've got to quote, as you know, as a media, exactly what he says. And it sounds bad. It sounds frustrating because, like you say, you guys have travelled 6 hours, 7-hour round trips to watch a team, and let's be honest, Bournemouth are going to be probably battling against relegation all season, if not, getting relegated from the Premier League. Really struggle to break down the side for 70 minutes. So, yeah, you've got to either hold your hands up and say, look, we weren't good enough here, we've got to do better, and be a little bit more honest, or have that kind of relationship with the fans where you're going to go across. It will take time, and Bruno's a different character. I thought Nuno's very passionate, very smart guy, Nuno. And look, they are different characters. Bruno is a gentleman. He's a lovely guy, and he is so passionate. And I think if you to speak to Bruno one-on-one, he would really come across very, very well. It's difficult at this moment in time. Of course, it's difficult when you're searching for your first win. I think he'll learn. And it's easier to learn with points on the board than without points on the board, So I think that hopefully, like I say, get on it on Saturday. He has got passion there, and he can get very, very angry as well. But I think he's just got to convey that a little bit better to the fans at the game and also in post-match press conferences.
Yeah, I mean, when we were in Benidorm, after the games, he came and not to us, but some of Dave's mates came and had pictures and was just stood talking by all accounts and saying, thank you for the support, really appreciate it. So it's different. It's weird to see the kind of disparities between last night and then. I suppose pre-season friendly, there's no pressure. Last night, he probably would be feeling the pressure. One player that, and without sounding too Yadar, seems to get it, is Nathan Collins. He came over to the fans last night from what we've seen on Twitter and was like, look, we're sorry. I know fans were throwing a bit back at him, but having met Nathan Collins in Benidorm, Nathan, what's he like as a character?
Yeah, I mean, look, gentleman, quiet. To be honest, quiet. He's a man mountain, but he is quite quiet, well spoken, but incredibly confident in his own ability as a player. I think we spent 20 minutes, half an hour with a sit down with him, at the Wolves team base, team camp, and what very unassuming. Wants to keep himself to himself. Definitely not one for the spotlight. Not one for Instagram and holidays and showing himself off here and there. I think he's just a nice local lad, Irish lad, who will go back to his roots, who likes to put his hoodie on and blend into the background, but at the same time, an incredible confidence in his own ability. He knows he can do it. He knows he can do it at Premier League level. He knows that he can do it against the best in the Premier League, the best in the world. And that's kind of what I took away from that first interview with him, that he was incredibly confident, self-confident, but in a very
relaxed and quiet, unassuming kind of a way. And to be honest, I think that's the way he plays as well. He's very comfortable at his feet. Look, there will be times, of course, when you play the ball out where you will get caught from time to time. There will be, some indifferent displays. But I think, from what I've seen, and you guys might disagree, so far, he's an absolute Rolls Royce. And the way that they play it, you can understand them trying to get away from Cody and playing and having these, the foresight to play these two. I think they're an excellent combination. And he backs himself, and that's what I like. Vocally on the pitch, that's the only thing that I would say. And whether you need this or not, I'm not too sure. We could talk about Cody going and look, I've got no issues with that because this is the right team. This is the right formation. It's right to play 4 at the back, and they've got the right to playing there. But sometimes on that pitch, it's very, very quiet. And whether you need leaders, I'm not sure whether you need leaders. You don't need shouty. I understand that. There's a different way about it. But for me, these players, there's no real leaders. There's no real massive characters there. So when they go into their shell in a game and they're looking around each other, there's not one person who's saying, come on, boys, get amongst it, sort it out. And like I say, I don't want to go back to Cody because I don't believe that. But you need someone, whether it is a Kilman, a Collins, a Neves, to really get on them and get them organised. Because to me, there's a soft underbelly there, and it was there last season, and it's still a little bit there. When they're up against it at Leeds, or the crowds again, they've quietened the crowd down, but then the away crowd get into them, and I feel like they sometimes do a little bit of a soft touch, and I think that's what they've got to get sorted out pretty quickly, as well as creating chances. Because I feel that if the crowd gets on them, sometimes there's a lot of people who are looking the other way.
I think like last season though, when Wolves have gone like a goal down, I don't even think Cody's getting his head looked like it just dropped, and he just flail his arms. Like I've always thought that I don't think he's necessarily a leader, because I think a leader gets you back into games. I think he's a fantastic organizer, and I think there's a difference. So someone like, I don't know, Raul Jimenez of a couple of years ago is a leader, because it's a bit of magic and you're back in the game. And I know it's hard to influence a game from centre half, but
and maybe it's because if they do go 1-0 down, they're looking and thinking, well, we can't bloody score a goal to save our lives here. We're 2 in 5. You go into last season, whereas under the Nuno, it was almost a joke. Well, let's wait till we go 1-0 down because we can score, because we'll score 1, we'll score 2, we'll score 3. The start of them coming back to winning games and the amount of points, whereas 10, 15 games of the last season, I understand it's completely different to what it is this season. But a lot of the fans don't see that. They will take it as a combination of the two. And when they do go 1-0 down, what's the best that can happen? Well, you're averaging less than a goal a game. So at best, you're going to nick a 1-1 draw. So, when your head does go down slightly, probably because you haven't got faith that you're going to create too many clear-cut chances that you're going to get take at the other end. Now, that's got to change, like I said. And maybe Sasha and having a different combination of his front 3, or having a front 4. Again, I thought they should have gone 2 in midfield and played 3 behind Raul last night. They didn't do it. They didn't play out Nouri. If you're not scoring, you got to really batter them, and I just hope he goes a little bit more bolder against Southampton and start creating chances, because look, if they don't, then they're in a little bit of trouble, or Bruno's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, I agree. But it was crying out last night for Podence to just play between the midfield and attacking those half spaces. And when he got onto those positions, we started to look. I mean, Traore helped, but we started to look like it. I just don't know why it took him so long. I'm going to get like you're away from home. You probably thought first 45 minutes, just keep it tight. But even in the second half, they started as poorly as the first. But Colin, I had my reservations about Collins the first 2 games. Thought he looked a little bit shaky, but last night has really cemented my thought that he's going to be a very good player. Like you said, he was a Rolls Royce. He made it look easy. I know he's only playing against Solanke, but he's a big boy as well, and he made it look easy. But on Saturday, Nathan, what's your starting 11? What formation did you go? The 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1.
I mean, look, if it was me, I'd go 4-2. I'd go 4-2-3-1. I'd play Nouri at left back and Semedo at right back. With your back forwards on with Kilman Collins. I'd play Nunes and Neves, and I'd have Moutinho on the bench. I'm taking Neto out the firing line here, potentially, and I might go. Well, one of. I'll take Neto or take Guedes out the firing line. I might give Neto one more chance and go Neto on the. I'll go Neto on the left. I'll go Podence in behind. I think it'll be Raul, to be honest. But I would.
But who do you want it to be? Yeah.
I would throw Sasha in there from the start and say, "There's 55 minutes, 60 minutes. Go knock it up." And I'd play Traore on the right and say, "There you go, Adama. You go and do it. Go and tip some crossing. Don't be scared. Don't be scared if you run out of play. Don't be scared if you take a heavy touch. Go and run at them. Go and give them an absolute hell and just get some crosses in. Let's see what happens." I would start Sasha from the start. Have him on and have Traore on the right, and let's just mix it up.
I said that, but I said get Gedesh on the left instead of Neto. But
yeah, well, that's 50-50, but similar thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got something to aim for now in the box, then get Traore. George, did you have a question, mate?
No, just tap the thingy, but I've got a question for you, Nathan. Obviously, you just sort of referenced there about Raul. We've all got our opinions on him, or what's been going on. What's your thoughts on it at the moment? Like, what do you think about the dip?
There's a signing.
Wolves
are set to sign defender Alfie Pond from Exeter for 500k.
Get in!
Play the
Also,
tune.
the dead he has closed, by the way.
11:01.
What a signing!
Oh no, it's past 11:01. We should have had a countdown like New Year.
Slammed.
George, mate, what was your question again? Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say the Alfie Pond bombs ruined it. Just saying about Raul. We've all got our opinions on it, and we talked about it on the podcast and the Twitter space last night. What do you think the issue is with Raul? Do you think he's just lost that edge? Do you think he needs to be taken out of the firing line? Is it confidence? Is it ability? What's your thoughts on it right now?
How many headed goals has Raul scored since the injury?
I'd guess it's 0.
0. And
goals has he scored?
And look, I think he's more confident with his head this year. But look, I'm taking the horrific injury to one side. For me, he's put too much pressure on himself and almost at his feet now. He's got to score goals with his feet. And 9 times out of 10, vintage Raul Jimenez scores that every single week. But it's the runs he's making. It's the positions he's getting in. He's almost running away from the ball, but he's not taking I always thought that someone like at least Fabio got into some great goal-scoring positions. You know what I mean? When he was here, I thought his runs were great. They were a proper strike, and that's why I think there's still a quality play there. I feel like Raul's not making those runs anymore. He's almost hiding a little bit. It's almost like, he doesn't really want the ball to come, and it's a frustration. You can see it physically and in him and just in his face. He's such a happy guy normally. You think about Raul Jimenez, and you think about happy, loving life, enjoying his football. He just looks forlorn. He looks frustrated. You saw the sending off last season, and obviously 2 sendings off, but the one at Man City was awful. For me, there's still a player there, and there's still a very important Premier League player. But I'm taking him out and bringing Sasha in. Let's see what happens, and let's see if that elevates him to raise his game a little bit. You know what strikers are like. You can say the old adage, a goal or 2 goals, and all of a sudden you're on your way. But I would take him out of there. I don't think he's gone by any means, but it's a really frustrating, unfortunate situation. I can give or take with the whole Pirate situation going on or whatever. I'd just get rid of that. Just go and score goals. It's going to come back to bite you. Get rid, score goals, and then you can start or whatever. But for me, let's get Sasha in. Let's get him playing. Let's get them. You never know. You never ever know. They might even play in a 2. They probably won't, but you never know. But let's get them working off each other, and I think he needs that. He needs to be pushed. Like I said, I'd start Sasha. I don't think he will do, but I think I'd start Sasha on Saturday and then give Raul coming on for half an hour. Maybe him coming on for half an hour might help him take that pressure off, just coming off the bench.
Yeah, I saw a tweet yesterday from one Wolves fan. It said Raul Jimenez has taken it too far. He looks like he's playing like a bloke with one wooden leg. So, well, that's something. Nate, before you go, would you like to get involved with our deal or no deal game?
Would I? Come on, what we got? What's happening?
We're halfway through. I think. Let me have a look at this.
Are you still left, or have you gone?
No, Nathan's gone.
Yeah.
We've got Spears.
Kino's gone.
Yeah, Express.
Tim Spears is still there. Dazzling Dave's gone.
Let's have a look. Goodness me, there's some. There's some jackpots, but there's some bad. Oh wow. Let's have a look. There's some shockers here. Okay, I'm going to go. Any irrelevance? Let's have a look. Let's go for lucky number 3. Oh,
hope it's a blue now.
Oh, it's a blue. It's a blue. It's a blue.
Yes, is that a blue? It's a blue. It's a blue.
Just
Come on.
about.
We'll take that though. That's a win. That's a win. That for me. Have we got another one?
Number? Yeah, you got 2 more, mate. You got 2
more.
more.
Come on. I'm going to take 23.
Max Kilman.
Bit nervous.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad.
It's kind of
steady. It's steady.
Not too bad.
That's
We've still
okay.
got
That's okay.
4 reds, 5 blues.
I'm going to try and take Spears off the board here. Let's have a look. Give me number. I think he's behind number 4. Spears.
I tell you what. Should we play on? Let's play on to the end. If you got time, Nate. If you got time, it'll be 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I've got 3 minutes. 2 minutes.
10. So they've offered us £9 million to spend next season and no signings this season. So we're going to get no deal on that.
No deal. Bang.
Won't even get a Boubacar.
Right then. One number, Nathan, please.
Number 7, please, sir.
Ooh, not bad. It's a blue. Another number, please.
9.
It's going to be Ramos. It's going to be
No,
Ramos.
it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah! Love that. What we're going to get offered here? We're going to have to turn it down.
Free athletic subscription.
Oh, yeah, that's about 15 million.
that might get you 3 months.
No, it'll be £1 a month till I forget to renew, and it's 59 bloody quid.
Another number, please.
15.
15. Come on, let's do it.
Come on, boys. Come on, Leo. Come on.
Come on.
Now you've got a decision, boys, haven't you? So one more left or not? Oh, here you go. It's up to you guys. Here you go.
22 million to spend next season. Now, what we want? There's 3 ballers there still. Ajorc, Barbosa, and Ramos. I'm going no deal.
No deal.
Right then.
Still me.
Yep, it's all you, mate.
All you.
Like, are the lights gone at your house, Finners?
I've been Reds exclusively. I'm staying out of this.
So you're saving that energy, yeah? Saving that energy. I like it. 24.
Oh. No,
it hurts.
I reckon this is going to be about 8 million.
We're going all in
14,
for Barbosa, boys.
14
all in for
or-
Barbosa.
17 million?
Oh, I tell you what, you've got a decision there.
No.
Just about buy that painting, Judah. Did you ever buy that one, that lion one?
I may have purchased it.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
He did.
With 2 butterflies, though, by the way. 2
Oh, sorry,
butterflies
yeah,
involved
okay,
in it.
yeah.
Come on.
I think we
14,
take it then.
14.
Come on. I hope it's
Come
more off
on.
them.
Come on.
Oh, it's a blue.
Okay,
We'll take that.
it's
We'll
the
take that.
middle.
Good.
Come on, then.
21.
Come on, then.
It's going to be.
It's got to be 40.
24 million.
That's bullish, man.
Tight
You don't
banker,
think
by the way.
Butterflies and all for that.
Yeah, no deal.
I'm still struggling. You might get 1 butterfly. I'm called. Here we go. Okay, quick one. 5.
Which one looks like the tallest number?
Oh,
That's
okay.
the middle.
Straight shoot out between.
So it's either Gabriel Barbosa or Stefan Meyerhofer.
Oh, 30
We
mil.
don't
I'll
want
tell you what.
30 mil.
Gwen
Right then,
is-
Nathan, we can swap the case, or we can still go with number 1.
Swapping the case.
Wow.
Swapping the case.
Swapping the case, baby.
We swapped it.
Oh my gosh. Is this what we're getting? Yeah.
Yes! Come on, Nate. What a masterclass. What a masterclass.
Come on.
Come
Come on.
Nate, mate, thanks for coming on. I know you're busy.
Oh,
I
it's
know you gotta
great.
go.
It's a pleasure. I love the work that you do. Fantastic. You should be commended. Absolutely amazing. Must support you all the way. You guys finish it off. Congratulations. We'll see you soon at a game. Yeah, fingers crossed for you on Saturday.
See you
Cheers,
later,
boys.
mate.
Take care. Bye, bye.
Cheers, mate. Good end. Good
Take
win.
that. Take that.
Who was the first one?
Gabby
Gabby got on here. Oh, my team.
It was a red one, wasn't it?
Can't remember now.
It must have been really good. So yeah, window's over. Ruben Neves is still a Wolves player.
That's
Alfie Pond is also set to become a Wolves player.
Huge.
Boubacar Traoré, we're just waiting for to become a Wolves player.
Someone's that video was dancing. Someone's done another
Right,
funny.
there was a lot of firstly, big up to Duncan Patty. Sorry, when Judah was talking.
Yeah, there
he
was,
became a new
sorry.
YouTube member, you absolute legend. Thank you very much. This guy, where is it now? Matt, he put it in the chat about 300 times. I don't understand why.
I don't know where this has come from, but I'll definitely do it because I'm a
That'd be good.
decent. Yeah, I'm a decent cook. That is like Dave can vouch for that.
What is he cooking?
So yeah, I'd do it. I'd do it. I mean, I don't know whether they'd have me on, but I'd definitely do it.
It's a good question. Big fan from the USA. Big up. How many wins or points do you think we would have had if we had played 3 at the back?
You can't.
I don't think we would have scored many more goals.
It would have been different personnel though as well, because you'd have had Cody, wouldn't you? And then
I don't think it would have been far off what we're on now.
Probably not.
I don't know. I think we might have had one more point. Maybe the Spurs game. I think we may have just
stodged it.
Yeah. Everyone's asking, can we still get Denea? Technically, yes, but it'd mean I'd have to register him by tomorrow. So
There's
he
been
might
no
wake
other
up-
news on it either.
No, you may wake up in a cold sweat in the night and think, bloody hell, I've got a World Cup in 3 months. I need a club. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen now.
Luke, you best to send it on Twitter because I can't get the DMs on Instagram, mate.
So what happens with any free agent now? Because if it's not by tomorrow, what can he go anywhere?
They can do other leagues, can't they? It's just the Premier League registration, isn't it?
There's a few rules with weird leagues with weird rules.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like him. He's he obviously can play in a back three. He's physically good, but he's not great in the air. He's just a bit of a lump, but he's physically strong, but good pass with the ball. You probably put him in the middle of the 3, I think, if you're going to play a 3. But come to Besiktas. Barbosa isn't even that good. Yeah, but when you're left with Stefan Meyerhofer or Gabriel Barbosa, mate, you know which one you're picking. Mishi Batshuayi. Mishi Bishi. He's moved to Nottingham Forest. He's off.
So he's stuck then, is he? At Chelsea?
Yeah, because at Chelsea he's not even been given a squad number. Whether he's been registered or not, said well, obviously they don't have to register him until tomorrow, so he may be. I think that they'll just release him with his contract.
He was a Besiktas too, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought Besiktas fans just saying, bad. Batshuayi bad.
Bad, bro.
Luke, sorry, I've just seen that what you've sent. Half of the transfer stuff is obviously irrelevant now. I think it's no secret that there are some people that are looking at investing into Wolves, but we don't know what's going on there. Nothing's official on that anyway. So.
Yeah, I think a lot of people put 2 and 2 together when they saw that chap. And,
yeah,
with one of the chap in the Billy Wright, but the person that everyone was saying was meant to be this investor. It wasn't him. Like, I sent it to Dave, didn't I? I was like, does he look like him? And you were like, no, he looks nothing like him. So I don't know. The money had to have come from somewhere, but perhaps it's the end of the FFP cycle and we can actually finally spend some dough. I think that's probably more likely to what it could be. But even even on the FFP sheet, so with amortization, what have we spent now? 120 million, something like that. With Wang, would it be 120 million?
45.
I mean, it's that much, is it?
around.
Oh,
Say,
no, it's 120
Yeah.
mil with
They're all
Fran.
on 5 years, aren't they?
yeah. So say if it's 120 million in terms of, and I've said this many times, but a lot of people probably haven't heard it. With amortization, if most of the players are on 5-year deals, so you'd spread the cost of that 120 million over 5 years. So for this year on your FFP, it'd go down as 24 million. But obviously, it's still it's still spread over 5 years. So you know it's still going to be there next year. It's still going to be there year after. Still be there year after. So it's not all doom and gloom. But this is why they still need to sell as well, sell players. And I still think in January we'll have a very big sale, and I think it'll probably be Neves once the World Cup's done. Unfortunately,
No, we've done some decent deals. Obviously, Dendonka going 13. Vinagre obviously being sold on a permanent, goes down in this season.
about that,
figures. Willy Bolly going up to about 4.5 million. Gibbs
So-
White could go up to a tremendous amount.
13 plus 10 plus 3 for Bolly plus at least 25 for Gibbs White. Who else has gone?
No, the 25
I've
covers
gone
this
to,
year,
yeah.
doesn't it? Just
Vinagre.
thinking.
Vinagre.
Thirteen.
You've got Vinagre, Donk, Gibbs White,
Gibbs
and Ball.
White. Is that it?
Yeah, according to
Very
transfer
good
marks, without the add-ons, it comes to about 51 million.
51 million, yeah. So I mean, it's already half of that. If I would have said to you at the start of the season, right, we're going to bring in these players are going to go, and we would have spent 50 million, you'd snap your hand off, wouldn't you? You'd absolutely snap your hand off. And I think that's how clubs look at transfers. They'll look at ins and outs and the balance. That's how they would judge it. So that.
It's all net spend, isn't it? That's what they're looking at it like, aren't they? You know, and that's sort of the calculated risk. And £50 million net spend for a Premier League team isn't a lot, is it really? When you're taking the
That's how much
TV
Southampton have paid as well.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
bought any,
Yeah.
sold any players, and paid over 50 million.
Yeah.
So I think if we were to rate the window, then lads, out of 10, you can have half scores. What would it be, Dave? Knowing that Trail Race Owen's in the next, 24 hours anyway.
8.
What would have made it a 10?
I think signing, probably signing another fullback. I think we're still light there, if I'm completely honest, and signing another striker as well, with Fabio going out. So just one or two extra depth players. Obviously centre back as well. I think would have been perfect. But 8.5. But very, very good window overall. And it's annoying that I think if we won yesterday, it would have been a hell of a lot more positive on social media today about the window overall. I think it's because the results on the pitch haven't been quite as good. But yeah, it's been a very good window for Wolves. Probably the best since we've been promoted. I'm not even probably, it is the best window since we've been promoted.
Finn, rating out of 10, please, for the window. And what would, if it's not a 10, what would have made it a 10?
I'd go 9. And I think, like, even, I can't remember who just said it about 10 minutes ago, when you take into account, like, keeping Neves is something that goes to, like, the back of your mind when you're looking at signing. So if you'd have said to me, I'd have said you need the box-to-box midfielder, or a more dynamic, like a bloke that can move, basically, tick. The striker, tick. The centre-half, tick. I agree with fullback, but then I suppose if you've got Johnny to cover either side, I think you could have maybe looked at a left back, but then we've rejected loan bids for Bueno. So maybe if they're looking at him as a backup left back, it's risky. But I agree. Just another squad player, centre half, maybe full back. You can't call it perfect, I don't think, but it is seriously up there. I mean, 2 Portuguese internationals, a striker that there's not many like him around, and something that I think we can really benefit off. Young, homegrown centre half, like it ticks every box. So maybe, I don't know what's stopping me giving it a 10, but I think that's just that final player that's stopping me.
Just before we go into asking you, George, Bibbs asked, Deniers can be signed any time. I don't know how many times we have to say it. Got until tomorrow to register him if they want to sign him. So, George, your window out of 10, please. And if it's not a 10, why? What could have made it a 10?
I think it's a 9. I feel like we are. I am a bit concerned about the depth at centre half. I thought that Totti did a job last season, but it scares me that he's almost our first choice reply. You know what I mean? Well, third choice. Third choice centre half. I think Craig Dawson would have been a good one to get him, but unfortunately that hasn't happened because that would give you that bit of depth and experience. I do feel like fullback as well is an area, especially with how we started with, Johnny hasn't. Well, they all have really sort of flattered to deceive, bar Semedo. But I do agree with what Finn said. I do think they really like Bueno, and I think we'll get him. You'll see him in the match day squads coming up soon. For me as well, I still think it's a big risk with the strikers because yes, we brought Sasha in. I'm not, again, we spoke about Raul till the cows come home. He's not what he was. And I do feel like if Sasha got injured or Raul got injured, it's a lot of pressure to bring on to a young lad coming into the league in Sasha. Likewise, if Sasha's injured, Raul hasn't offered us anything and we're basically back to square one. So it is near perfect. I think we're stronger out of it than we were at the beginning of the window. But yeah, just one or two more if you're being really picky.
Yeah. And but realistic as well, because you could have said, well, I wanted 10 more and 2 of them should be Haaland and Mbappe.
Exactly, yeah.
So Ben has asked, Traore medical happening in France? Yes. Can Dene be tomorrow? Yes. Will it be? Probably not. Will you be doing the next podcast after Southampton? Yeah, mate. We record on Monday, so it'll be out on Tuesday. But you'll still have all the usual match day content that Dave will be smashing out. So, and of course on talkingwolves.co.uk, player ratings, 5 things we learn as well. If anyone is interested in any Talking Wolves merchandise, talkingwolves.co.uk on the shop. Fabio Silva t-shirts, Ruben Neves t-shirts.
Well.
Yeah, so get on there and yeah, I mean if you want one, buy one. If not, then
yeah. So Jason, obviously, some people may not have heard Jason Dene, although he's a free agent, he cannot sign for Wolves or at any time. Wolves have got to submit a squad list by tomorrow, so they'll have to sign him by tomorrow if he was to sign. So, cheers, Ben. Best Wolves content. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all sticking around as well.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Yeah, again, a lot of people asking about Ryan Giles recall clauses. They're very rarely actually published, so Wolves would have to come to some sort of agreement with Middlesbrough in January. That obviously can't do it in between now and January. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate your comments on the videos as well.
Sorry, mate. Go on. We've got one. Top show tonight. Great having Judah and Finners on.
Getting on like Finners is a guest.
I know. Talking Wolves through.
Don't for long here.
Doesn't say a lot about me, does it?
When are you doing your post-transfer interview?
Maybe our podcast. I don't know.
What with Dan Butler or ask? What do you mean by that, Dan?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? Class coverage. I'm quite new to Twitter. What are the Twitter space chat? So essentially, on Twitter, an account can host almost like a live podcast on there, and people who follow can request to join, or you can just listen. We did one on Wednesday night after the Bournemouth game. So if you follow at Talking Wolves, I'm sure you'll get a few spaces pop up. Final words from Pip. I mean, I wonder what Jason Guy thinks of all this.
Same here.
Wow. Wowee. It's been a wonderful window. I would have to say probably a 9 or a 10. So I've been Jason Guy. Keep tuning into the great work that Talking Wolves do. Over and out.
Jason, I will be donating to one of your charities tomorrow, mate. Because
oh man. £8.50 for a mixed wrap at the Tika. You know what? I need to try a wrap. I've tried the Tika chips before.
Tika chips? Or masala chips?
No, masala chips. Sorry, not Tika chips. Sorry, boys.
£8.50 though. How much?
How much?
How much?
Relegation clause.
I love it. How much? Probably not, because knowing Wolves, I'll probably announce it in the morning.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Jason Guy having an aneurysm.
Oh my god. Czech Republic on Moldova. I didn't know that's where you're from. Big up the Czech Republic crew. Cheers, Vino. Appreciate that.
Vino.
Post-match reaction to Southampton. Yeah. Like, after every game, obviously we do a match reaction and fans react while the cup games. So yeah, always, man. That'll be out straight away on Saturday. The match preview for the Southampton game's already out as well. So if you guys want some late night viewing or want to watch that tomorrow, you can watch that as well. I'm not doing those.
Dave, come on, mate. For the sake, I mean, I've had to do impressions. What would you do?
Get out! Literally, I was going to say you've got the sound.
So I'll be Jason.
Hey, Dave, I'm in the microwave. I'm turning. I'm spinning, mate. Bing.
It's oh guys, bit of a random question. We'll ask something out for you. But only joking, guys. Obviously. Jason Guy, what are you doing in my microwave? Get out! Get out! That's all you're getting off of.
The Talking Wolves role play. See what we get up to when we go abroad.
Are we still live?
We're absolutely still live.
It's our usual Thursday nights.
Quick question: does Matt walk through the mini tunnel next to the store? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Please don't be afraid to say hello. I do charge £15 for a photo, though, just in case you wanted to know.
I can't believe that in Benidorm when Matt was asking for €10 for a signature.
He's Jason Guy fiction. No, he's a good friend of ours. He's a Wolves fan. He features on all Dazzling Dave's channel now. He used to come on Talking Wolves, but he's still a very good friend of ours and a top bloke. There's a lot
character. He's in the new J.K. Rowling series.
A lot of just for a lot for charity as well, which never goes amiss. But yeah, top bloke and just like a genuinely lovely person. So that's why I feel a little bit bad for taking a piss out of him. But it's just a tapping. So unfortunately, dog eat dog, isn't it? A Dan Butler review of the actual signings would be great. How many's originals suggesting to be signed? Did he bring up Traore?
Boubacar Traore was on there.
Yeah.
He liked Sanchez as well.
Nunez was on there, wasn't he, as well?
There's Ramos who were nearly signed. There was almost like a 3-day period where half the players he said we should sign for other clubs. I remember messaging him a few times. We'll absolutely do that. We spoke to Dan and he's really up for it. And he's got fantastic insight. So definitely. That's the day I wasn't a guest.
We used to be on some of our early stuff. I'm sure we did fans react. He can't have the final word once, didn't he? I think.
I've never done anything. You have, Dave, haven't you?
Yeah,
you don't tend to ask us now.
We get on well with Dazzle.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
He means well.
I'm bursting for a wee, by the way, but I feel like we should maybe stay on for a minute. So I'll be back in a sec.
You crack. If you want to go, you can go.
No, I will stay till the bitter end. Bye.
Go on in, mate. Ta. Reckon we'll sign. So sorry.
There's an actual meme on Twitter, man. Like people are liking. I was scared that we were going to get loads of quote tweets, but people seem to be loving our dancing.
How do you? I know it's only dancing. How do you guys find Molyneux mix?
I don't go on it at all.
I don't check it either. I get a lot of pelts on there, and I'm not really sure why. Someone was telling me about it a couple of weeks ago, but I don't tend to check it. And most of it is, if not all of it, is all guesswork. But I remember that someone put on there we were going to sign Paquetá, the lad at Noni Majuk, and Wissam Ben Yedder, and everyone was lapping it up. And I thought that's enough. That's enough internet for one day.
I wonder if Wolves schedule the transfers. Announcements.
Yeah, I'd say so. I think that's
when everyone goes like 11 p.m. deadline, 11 p.m. What about 11:30 p.m. signing? 15 seconds.
11:30 bomb.
11:30 Keen bomb, not Keen bomb. Wolves bomb. 10 seconds.
10 seconds, do you reckon?
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Power bomb.
Well, it depends what their time difference is on their laptop, and it might be a few seconds out.
It's not going to be long though, is it, Dave? From what you understand, no.
Yeah, I thought it'd be 11:30 bomb.
There we go. The bomb's landed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bash. Is it out?
Yeah.
What's it on?
Wolves. We've had the notification. Our new man from Mali.
Yes. It's not on the website yet, though.
No, but it's on the Twitter.
It's on the
Oh,
Twitter.
Oh, flipping it. Burst my
Uber.
eardrums. Oh, it looks good in the shirt, there. That's a good Photoshop.
Wowee, what a player.
So Wolves have announced the signing of Boubacar Traore from Metz, and that is it.
Oh, Finn's just sat there waiting to come back.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
It's all right.
Good.
Someone
I
talking
was
about
just-
the fan cast there. Jord, so someone said watch the fan cast was a load of. They gave us a bit of stick on Twitter earlier, but it's all right. They're good lads.
They've got loads of pictures of him in the shirt. Bash.
George used to be part of the fan cast, so he's behind enemy lines at the minute. I still think one day he's going to turn around and be like, you know what, lads, I'm just being a mole in the camp.
I joined on a free transfer, and it was
The Bosman.
Been a good deal all round. I think you're
Yeah.
getting the best out of me.
Yeah. Play for a big club. Who wants to play club? Would you say the Wolves title charge is still on? Probably not, no.
Well, championship for next season, yeah.
The invincible season's gone.
Favourites next year.
In the cinch, we'll be flying. Brilliant guy, brilliant show, guy. Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for sticking around as well, because I know a lot of this has been waffle for most of it tonight. But you know, we've got to try and fill 3 hours and 3.5 hours now. So thanks for sticking around. Really do appreciate it.
It also says, sorry, rather than option, Wolves have classed it as a like a compulsory. Well, it is an option, but depending on certain clauses to be triggered. So probably games played. So if he plays a certain amount of games, it'll go obligation.
It'll be the same as the Cody one, isn't it? It's an obligation, but he'll hit the obligation, won't he? I think.
Same again, Jan 31st. Yeah, be interested in Jan. I think we'll see a lot more movement across the continent really than we usually do. Dave, no video audio. No, we're not doing that. James got to head off shortly. Love the stream, boys. About smash or pass through the whole team. Love the stream, boys. Stay safe in Australia. Thank you, mate. Take care of yourself.
Smash or pass? What's that about?
Who was it that you were talking to Pesting guy?
Walking with.
My brother. I go to the game, my brother,
That was his fella.
How much? How much? How much for Cody? Was it about £11 million, £12 million?
Yeah,
Something like
It was 12, wasn't it? 12-ish.
that. Ben has said, decent show, lad. Still the best channel for Wolves content, transfer podcasts, and signing breakdowns. Great content. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, mate. It's a shame that the window's ended, because I really did like doing those transfer podcasts, just to delve a little bit deeper. But yeah,
To be fair, we haven't done it since the announcement.
Go on then, Dave. Hit the button.
One way to end the show.
Yep.
We've become a meme tonight. There we go. Tremendous. What a way to end. Jordan didn't look like he wanted to be there, but he loved it really.
Party at Dave's in 2032 when he finally moves in.
Another 10 years. It's coming. Oh.
You know, it's official when Dave says Bosch. It's almost like it's a similar kind of bracket as here we go.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Yes, Stuart.
I think people are on the wind up
Right,
now.
call it. That's this is the last Denia, and then we're going to bed. No. Not
If he
tomorrow.
signs, it has to be tomorrow to register him. After tomorrow, he cannot sign until January. I literally physically can't explain this anymore. I think people are just on the wind up now. So, any truth in the Denia rumours? Thank you, Ploddle.
Yeah. Alfie Pond is signed. Is that official as well? Please, not again. Let me just see the Alfie Pond news. Is it true? No, it's not yet. It's not official.
Utter wank.
Yeah, there it is. That's why I went. That is what. Where are people saying it's official? The Alfie Pond.
If Cheltenham announced it.
It was Exeter.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, do a good job for Cheltenham announcing it.
No, Exeter haven't said anything either.
9.5 million option for Traore.
For Alfie Pond. Oh, sorry.
No. That's great business.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right. Are we ending it there?
Oh, I think so. I think
Right,
so,
right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, it's been
What a
an
ride.
absolute pleasure.
Finn, in 3 words, if you had to sum up that transfer window, what would you say?
Good roller coaster.
Oh,
Nice.
Is roller coaster one word or two?
It's
I'd say it's one.
it's one, yeah.
Oh,
So, Nick,
very good roller coaster.
Right. I think we can all. Oh my word. We can end it there. Obviously, you can find us all. Oh my god. The usual places. I'm sure we'll all be on the podcast next week on Monday, where I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about the transfers. Matt and I may well do a transfer roundup podcast. I don't know, Matt. We've not discussed it, but
yeah, I mean, I'm up for it if you want to try and do it tomorrow.
yeah,
Something like that.
we'll do it tomorrow. And I'll try my best to get a Traore video sorted as well in the next day or so as well. But people watching, if you want to hit the like on the stream, if you haven't already subscribed, please feel free to do so. The support over the window has been amazing, and appreciate all the support and appreciate our guests. We had Luke Bennett, Liam Keane, Steve Madeley, Nathan Judah, and
Tom
Finn
Parker.
Morris as well. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Special guest, yeah.
And Tanguy.
Tanguy Parker from FC Socios Metz. So yeah, guys, appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you very, very soon.